There's two Flemings.
Oh.
I was like, do they call him on the roster Chase?
No way. We're live.
And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. Perfect day for some baseball here at Salesianum High School. Nick Allison Drudy joined by Patrick Arianis, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday Pops. A nice crew on hand for, like I said, a beautiful day. And Pat, we are underway through two batters as Appo again leading off here, top of the first inning. And they get a hit by pitch to get things started was Keegan Miller, and then Aiden Fleming able to sacrifice and get on at the same time. So two runners on here for Appo.
Yeah, it was the fielder's choice there by the Salesianum catcher, Luke Swift. They didn't get him. Now Carrier's up, runner in scoring position. And
now Pat Lorenzo Carrier, a guy that we've had a chance to see in different sports over the years, and now we're getting to see him in his element, if you will, a Miami commit. And looking at his numbers here this season, looking pretty good.
It was 5 for 7, home run, 2 doubles, 9 RBIs, 7 walks. I believe all of them intentional, but I can't confirm that right now. It's insane what he's done.
Gets a piece of that one foul down the third baseline. Coming right at us is Nick Halliday going to step in and field that one cleanly.
Nick on the mound for the Sows is number 15, Brody Valentine, left-hander. 7 pitches for him already. We got a pitch counter this year, Nick.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, you see that?
So again, a runner in scoring position for Lorenzo.
As you said, Miami commit. This kid's special. Last time we seen him, only a sophomore on an undefeated state championship Appoquinimink team. Much different team, much different look for these two programs since the last time we saw them.
Off-speed pitch down the third baseline, unable to field that one that time for the Sows. It's going to lead to a run as the third baseman, Deuce Residlo, unable to field that hard-hit ball. And now other ideas is, I believe that was Fleming who was able to get to third on the at-bats. Lorenzo, a chopper down the third baseline, gets through the legs of Residlo, and he sits on first, scores a run for the Jaguars here in the top of the first inning.
I'm going to give him a single on that one. I don't know if that would be an error or single or however they're officially going to score it, but that ball was scorched. No glove was on it by Residlo, and then a couple mishaps allows this Fleming to get to third base, Nick. So Appo taking the early lead in this one, man.
And again, didn't get a pregame show started a little bit late.
Technical difficulties,
but
never
we're
fun.
On, ready to go. And again, just to talk a little bit about these teams, you mentioned Appo coming off that state championship in the last opportunity they had in our last season. We saw a championship a few years ago, undefeated, and what a performance that team put on that season. And now here again, they started off the year ranked number 1 in our rankings as the first pitch gets back to the backstop there as now it'll be Evan Bolden, and Evan Bolden actually having a very good start to his year as well for Appoquinimink.
Yeah, Bolden is he's done a good job for them. This is a team trying to make some things happen. We'll see what ends up coming of it. 4 of 11 to start the year off.
Batting .364.
That pitch got away. Bad read though. Let's see. Nope. Second pitch right there to get away from the catcher, and Fleming being very cautious on third base. Perhaps had a short backstop down there. Perhaps don't want to make that first out at home.
So now Salesianum, they're going to talk about it here, and again, runners on second and third for Evan Bolden, and again on the mound for Salesianum, Brody Valentine, the lefty. And now we have a moment, Pat, we can settle down, talk a little bit about the Jaguars' season thus far. 2-1, they've played 3 games. Number 1 coming into the year, as we alluded to earlier, but a tough loss on Tuesday to, I believe, Concord, excuse me, Concord. So now looking to rebound here, and already a loss. They had an undefeated season a few years ago, that being their first loss in multiple years, if you will. And perfect opportunity to rebound here today.
I was just about to say, sometimes you need an early season loss to kind of refocus you as a team, as they're going to, I believe, intentionally walk Bolden here with the open base. So we'll see. I think that's what's going on there. So the bases will be juiced here. But yeah, Appo looking for a bounce back here. Already with 1 run, still nobody out. Good opportunity for them.
So they're juiced, as you talked about, Pat, and that'll bring up,
I think this is
I believe,
Chad Lawrence. Yeah.
Absolutely, number 30 for Appoquinimink. It is a windy day here at Salesianum.
That is the truth. Feels good to be out doing a ball game again. The spring, it's a cool spring breeze. Feels good out here.
First pitch to Lawrence, I believe, down and away for ball 1, so 1-0 to get things started. Salesianum, on the other hand, they're 2-0 this year, looking for their third consecutive win. And again, this Sally's ranked 4th in our top 10 rankings, Appo number 1, so a great 1 versus 4 matchup early on this spring.
Yeah, but I mean, both of these programs have been towards the top the last few years.
As that pitch also low.
Yeah.
2-0.
Right now, Valentine's struggling to find his command. That's now 4 consecutive pitches down in the dirt, and they seem to be fastballs. They're not off speed. He's going to try and reel this one in. If you're Appo, you're staying patient at the plate.
And that time, Valentine able to throw that fastball in there for a strike. 2-1 now to Chad Lawrence.
It's important for him. The lefty trying to keep this game tight here. He's in a very tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out, already 1 run in. It's up high.
That one just missing as well, so 3-1 now to count. Bases are loaded for Chad Lawrence. Appo leading so far 1-0 here, top of the first inning. Wow. That one in the dirt for ball 4, so that's going to walk in a run as Aiden Fleming crosses the plate. 2-zip. Appo here, top of the first.
Yeah, Coach Godfrey, he already had 1 mound visit in this one, but seeing his pitcher out here struggling, he needs to try and reel this one in. I believe there's only I can't remember, man. It's been so long since he's done a baseball game.
Right.
I believe the second visit would require a pitching change.
So that first pitch now brings up Dylan Peden, as that one, I believe, ball number 1 to get things started to Peden now.
Appo just staying patient at the dish. I like to see what they've done, letting the pitcher come to them.
2-0, that one also missing down and in.
Already 17 pitches in this first inning for Valentine. And in an era where pitch counts seem to be so important, a laboring first inning could throw, Salesianum's mix out.
That one fouled off down the third baseline. So I believe 2-1 to Dylan Peden. Again, bases are once again loaded following the walk. Appo leading 2-0 here, top of the first at Salesianum. Here's the pitch to Peden. Fouls this one off back behind the plate.
It's a good cut right there. As Valentine just trying to find the plate, he's kind of put him in 2 good spots. Peden's got some good swings on it. Nice battle here, Nick.
And Appo, this is the way you want to start putting up a few runs in the top of the first, trying to rebound from that tough loss on Tuesday. Here's the pitch. And
nice pitch.
Got Peden that time. Valentine going to settle in a little bit here now, and he gets his first K of the afternoon.
Yeah, really nice pitch there by Valentine. He was going fastball, and that curveball it was a strike for just long enough to get the commit from Peden, and then it dropped off the table for the strikeout.
So that'll bring up Jacob Blair, the infielder and right-handed pitcher, takes, I believe, ball 1.
Yep.
So Blair, Pat, 2 at-bats thus far this season. He's batting .500, 1 for 2.
That'll get you in the Hall of Fame, Nick.
Yes, it will. Absolutely. And that one fouled off down near the Appoquinimink dugout. 1-1. Yes.
I was going to say, you see Valentine starting to find the plate a little bit more. Now you're seeing some aggressiveness coming from Appoquinimink.
And Valentine taking on the top-ranked team in the Jaguars as that curveball got him for a strike.
Really good pitch, again, on the curveball. And, it's like I said, it's sitting in the zone just long enough to get the commit, and then it's dropping off the table. We were watching him warm up here in the bullpen prior to the game. The good thing about Valentine is he doesn't switch his arm motion up when he throws the breaking ball. That's a common tip that high school pitchers do. When they're throwing a breaking ball, they can't help it sometimes. They slow their arm up. Valentine does a good job. They all looks the same, which can make it pretty deceiving, trying to tell the difference between a breaking ball and a fastball.
Bases are loaded, and that one just missing, I believe, a bit up high.
Full count.
So 3-2 now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Valentine on the mound here in the top of the first, trying to escape with only 2 runs damage. The 3-2 to Blair, swung on and fouled back behind the plate.
Good rip there by Blair. Valentine gave him his best. Blair took his best rip, and he's right on it. Fouled it straight back. That typically means you're right on the pitch. Just didn't square it up on the barrel.
So still 3-2 to Blair. Bases are loaded 2-0. Appoquinimink here in the top of the first. The pitch low and in the dirt for ball number 4.
Should be a run.
Should be a run.
Oh, no. I think he called that a strike. I can't tell what he did. The umpire looked like he gave
a strike too. Did he?
A strike. And he did. It was a called third strike there, Nick. That was a little bit a delayed call. It wasn't a true punch out.
Well, Pat, again, after a little mix-up there, will be strike 3.
Now Fleming is up to the plate.
So that'll be...
It's in there.
The other Fleming, I believe, right? Chase Fleming.
Number 3.
Now up to bat for Appoquinimink. He is 167 this year, 2 RBIs, and also hit a home run this season for Appoquinimink. That one up high.
One thing we've seen from the umpire in this one is he's calling that low pitch a strike. That's the called third strike, and then the first pitch of this inning below the knees, but there's movement there. Umpire's calling that a strike. The hitters are going to have to adjust.
And Valentine tried to get that one in there with the off-speed pitch, low and in the dirt.
2-1.
Our behind the plate umpire, Andrew Rubin, today, and on the base path will be Brian Pollock, our 2 umpires today. Special shout out to them. And this one is driven. It's high into center field, but right on it is Lang. And he will settle and make the catch. So that will do it. Appo, 2 runs in the top of the first, trying to rebound from that loss on Tuesday. Sally's coming up in the bottom of the first inning.
All right, welcome back to Salesianum School. Mike Lang sitting in for Nick Alessandrini, but just briefly, Nick, you'll be right back in the hot seat soon. Salesianum trails 2-0 right after a half inning of play, a rough first inning for the Sals. But, Pat, as often happens, the man who made the last out there in the field, Brian Lang, is going to lead off for the Sals. I know this kid. So thanks, Nick, for letting me sit in. Call my nephew's first at-bat of the game. And didn't get to play last year, Pat, because there was no season. But I'm happy to be here calling Brian's first AB. And he's happy to be on 302 Sports finally.
Yes.
He's been looking forward to this. Talked to Brian on Easter, and he's excited.
That's fantastic to see, and yeah, it's just exciting to be out here seeing baseball again.
Takes a cut at the first pitch, fouls it off his foot. All the toes seem to be in working order, and that's strike one. Pitching for Appo today, Pat, is
that would be number 17, Evan Bolden.
Evan Bolden. I think he's their number 2 starter, number 1. He's right up there. 0-1 pitch coming to, I'll call him Lang because he's my nephew. 0-2 on the swing and a miss. He's never going to let me live this down if he strikes out, and that's what I call.
It's going to be your fault. That's what
It's
that
going to
means.
be my fault.
He'd have hit a triple if it wasn't you here.
You're going to be having a fence here soon, by the way.
Nice adjustment.
0-2 pitch on the way. It's a fastball high. He lays off. It's 1-2. Apparently this weekend they're going to be out here. The team has to come out and help out. Here we go. 1-2. Grounded to the third base. 2 hopper taken there by number 18 across the diamond. And Lang is out by a step. 1 down for the Sows here in the first. 5-3 if you're scoring at home. Pat, you and I are both scoring here.
For sure, yeah. The first out of the inning there. Yeah, good job by Fleming staying on that one, coming up and firing across the diamond. But yeah, I mean, you know, Lang right there, just he took a few pitches. You got to see a few for the rest of the lineup. We'll see how the adjustments are made.
There's a lefty bat, and I can't see the numbers yet.
I believe this is number 15, Brody Valentine, the opposing pitcher.
Brody Valentine, the pitcher, one of the lefties on the Salesianum team. Pat, we saw I saw the St. Elizabeth game here. Jason was here for St. George's. 2 wins for the Sows. Valentine pitched against St. E's that day. There's a pitch outside. It's 2-0. 2-0 Jaguars. They are coming off a bit of an upset loss against Concord.
Yeah, and Nick and I were talking about it. You know, it's probably a good thing, but that's a nice rip by Valentine up the middle for a base hit.
And Brody Valentine is on with 1 down, and the Sows have a runner. See if they pinch run for the pitcher here. They are. It's probably going to be that number 7. Is that Dugan?
That's Mason Mercanti.
Mason Mercante. Okay, not
Yep.
Max Dugan. I think I got that messed up in one of my stories I wrote.
It's all good, Mike.
I don't know. Nobody's seen
Here's
mine.
Dunyan at the plate, John Dunyan.
So 1 on and 1 out. Mercante gets the lead over there at first base.
So good job by Valentine. The Sows need some base runners. Get some things in the mix. Just put it right up the middle. That's usually where you want to put it, right where it's pitched.
That's a ball. Is Lorenzo Carrier playing today?
He's in center field.
Okay, there he is. I'm looking for him at shortstop.
Yeah, he's in at center field today.
He's hard to miss.
Yeah, at the dish he had a 2-run single. Or a RBI single, I shouldn't say. It was only 1 run. Pitch up and in. 2-0.
All right, I think you guys were a little more generous in your scoring than I was.
Yeah, I know. I figured no glove was on there. The young man's been intentionally walked 7 times. Get the hits when he can.
Another called strike there. That's 2 strikes on Dunyan.
Yeah, with all the scouts here, that's a single.
That's right. Yeah, Jay just said all the scouts are here. That's definitely a single. Help him out on baseball prospectus.
I think Lorenzo's okay. He's already got the ride.
Yeah.
All right, here's Dunyan. Pops it up. It's gonna be
Straight up.
foul, probably out of play.
Heads up to all the fans over there.
I think it's barely into the trees. They lose a lot of baseballs that way over toward I-95. Beautiful afternoon here in
It is,
Wilmington.
Mike.
A little breezy.
Yeah, I was telling Nick about it. You know, I don't mind the breeze because it's a warm breeze. It's not a cold breeze today, luckily.
It's Mercante.
Looks like defense is pretty straight up here.
Inside.
Full count.
And that's counts before you see if Mercante's off on this pitch.
That'd be interesting to see, Mike, especially with 1 out. Try and get in scoring position.
And he does go. Fouled back
Hit and run,
into
Mike.
the screen. Well, it's a 3-2 count.
Yep. Get the runners in motion. You know, you're down 2-0. Trying to generate some offense here. get some blood flowing back in the team after a pretty slow-paced top half of the inning.
Yeah, unfortunately for the South, Valentine just didn't have his groove on.
Mm-hmm.
Threw a lot of balls in that inning, and a couple of, or at least one error on the defensive side hurt him. Mercante goes again. This ball's popped up into right field. It's going to be foul and into the crowd.
Into the crowd
that lady just bailed over there.
Smart move by her.
Yeah.
Do not want to be caught with one of those balls hitting you.
Man, Pat, it's been a couple weeks, man. I haven't seen you. How you been?
Been good. I'm halfway vaccinated.
That's good. I'm all the way vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it. But yeah, man, it feels good to get out here and call. I was telling these guys prior to the game, Mike, first time since 2019 I've done a baseball or softball game.
Wow.
It's hard to believe. Like, it's literally been almost 2 calendar years.
That ball's in the dirt. Ball 4. And it's a walk for Dunyan. That'll bring Deuce Rizidlo to the plate for the Sal's with 2 on and 1 out.
Yeah, it's good patience there. And again, the Sal's trying to generate some offense and an answer here. This is the way to do it.
Sal's back
Foul
in
off.
action on Saturday.
Yeah, that was a really good at bat there for Dunyan. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine.
But really good at bat. He fouled off a few tough pitches.
He was down 1-2 in that count.
Yeah, worked the count back and drew the walk. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the South.
Dunyan not being held on, so he might be, well, it looks like the first baseman might be sneaking in behind him. He might be able to get some extra steps there. Rizidlo takes the ball. That's 1-0. Maybe Sal's a bat around. I can call Brian's next at bat.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, 2-for-1 special, Mike.
You never know. I'm not supposed to root in the press box. He's my nephew and my godson, man. But I'm going to be as neutral as I usually am. I don't know how neutral that is. But
Switzerland.
yeah, that's me. That was called a ball. I believe it's 2-0.
It was, yeah. Yeah, Bolden, he's trying to find his command as well. Goes back to Dunyan. I mean, he threw a couple out pitches there that Dunyan fouled off. It was impressive.
That ball is definitely high.
Green light. See what Coach Godfrey does here.
Yeah, I think I'd maybe hold off here.
Yeah. It's early in this one.
Good
Work
speed
that pitch count up.
Good speed. Rizidlo at the plate. Mercante at second. Here we go. Taken for a strike.
I believe it's 2-2.
And from the stretch, it's Bolden.
Ripped.
Swinging, driven to the first baseman, throws the second for 1, back to first. Safe at first, and it's going to be first and third on the fielder's choice. Good play there by the first baseman.
Yeah, it was. It was
Fleming?
Fleming. Yeah, he did a good job. He made the quick decision, got the force out of second, and I really do like that idea by Appo trying to turn 2. Just good speed by Rizidlo to get down the line.
I mentioned that Ryan has the speed, and this is bringing number 9 to the plate for the Sal's, and that is Ben Venema, the second baseman. Sal's with the runner in scoring position, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. It is 2-0 Jaguars as we are just underway. Nice blue sky, some happy little Bob Ross clouds in the horizon here.
What's that, Mr. Blue Sky? Isn't
Blue
that
Sky by ELO.
Yeah.
Great song.
The musical knowledge goes deep, Mike. It goes deep on this end.
I like the 70s knowledge there, Pat. That was the strike at 0-1. Do.
That's right.
I don't want to do too much to be a copyright violation. Me going do.
Mike, it's going to be interesting to see this Rizidlo at some point here try and take second base to take the force out away.
Would not be surprised there's strike 2. May see him go here on the 0-2 pitch. And if it's a ball and he's thrown out, that'll bring Venema back up in the second.
Yeah, heart of your order, right.
0-2 pitch on the way. Just high.
Just
or outside.
right.
Hard to tell from here. Our first ball game of the year, huh? This is first baseball of the year.
Yeah, extremely excited about it.
We had a Dover DMA game last weekend with Benny Mitchell and Glenn Frazier and Nick Halliday. A 20-10 pitcher special down there in Dover.
I saw that and I almost thought it was a typo. I thought that, maybe we couldn't get the scoreboard figured out and it was 2-1. Nope. Offense aplenty in that
By the way,
man.
DMA sent 20 batters to the plate in one inning of that game.
That's tremendous. That'll get the people back interested in the game, I guess, huh? Every other sport's trying to be all
I
offense.
heard they delivered pizza to the Dover outfielders middle of the inning. Here's the pitch. Venema takes high.
You get a pie, and you get a pie. 26 pitches unofficially for Bolden on my count. As both pitchers struggling in the first inning here. Both teams really, making the pitchers grind. You got to give credit to both offenses as well.
To make them work a little bit. Here's the pitch. Venema takes another one high. And that's a full count, so Residlo will be off with this pitch here. So anything into the alleys, and he's got a shot to score, though. Carrier's got a gun out there in center field.
Yeah, I don't know how much you're going to be wanting to run on that young man.
Yeah, and he can dunk.
Yeah. He's a special kind of athlete.
Yeah, saw lots of Lorenzo during the basketball season. Full count, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Big strikeout.
Bolden gets out of it with the K, and that's going to do it for the Sals here in the first. No runs on a hit. They left 2. After one complete inning, it's 2-0 Appoquinimink. Nick Alessandrini joins you when we return.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access.
And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports, right down the third baseline, Salesianum High School, for a great top 4 matchup, number 1 Appoquinimink and number 4 Salesianum. A very entertaining first inning. And Pat, Appo got out to a 2-0 start, and I believe that's where we stand now.
Yep, lead-off batter here is a force out. That was Pryor.
Austin Pryor.
Going 6-3 on a put out for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. I'll tell you what, that's what you want if you're Valentine here, Brody Valentine. After a 32 pitch first inning, 1 pitch, 1 out, man, that's exactly what you want to see.
And Pat, we talked a little bit about it near the end of that first inning. Just need a little bit of time to settle in those last few batters. You seem to do that, and now obviously a great first batter here in the top of the second for Valentine, but now it's back to, I believe, the top of the order, and number 5, Keegan Miller.
He takes outside for ball 1.
Again,
Both pitchers, high pitch counts, right? 32 for Valentine, 28 for Bolden, each with a strikeout apiece. Obviously 2-0, as you mentioned.
And 2-0 in the count now to Keegan Miller. Again, 583 on the season. Leadoff hitter for the number 1 ranked Appo Jaguars, and looking to do some damage here once again in the second. And takes that one in for strike number 1.
Sal's, as we mentioned in the first half of the inning there, tried to work the count, as that's a swung and miss for strike 2. Did work Bolden's pitch count up, got a runner in scoring position, but really good job there by Bolden down with the strikeout. He made the pitch he needed to make when it mattered.
So I believe now 2-2. And the off-speed pitch a bit up high.
This is a great job once again by Miller, the leadoff hitter. Working a count full, making Valentine throw pitches, allowing his team to see the different array of pitches in different scenarios. That's what you want from a leadoff hitter. Heads up, Nick.
Piece of this one, yeah, gonna tower behind us and almost caught on the hill, but that one had some height to it, so out of play. Now still full count for Keegan Miller. And Pat, we had a chance to see Keegan Miller on the pitch in the soccer field helping bring home that state championship in the fall.
Yeah, he did well done by him, and he worked the walk right here. That's a really good at bat he just gave.
Good at bat for Keegan Miller, leadoff hitter. He'll head to first. 2-0 here, Appo in the top of the second inning. Again, thanks for joining us on Delaware Live Sports. Salesianum and Appoquinimink 2-0 Appo. They put up 2 in the top of the first. We are in the top of the second. And now 1 out, 1 man on, as that'll bring up Aiden Fleming, number 18, 182 on the year.
Third walk for Valentine, and then you mix in the hit by pitch. He's put 4 runners on base. Between those two variants, something that they got to try to correct for sure. That's the 40 pitch mark he hit. You talked to Mike in between innings, 105 pitch max.
That one just missing.
That started today, Jason, if I'm not mistaken, right? That the 105 pitch, they moved up to 105 limit starting today or this week.
I believe it was earlier this week.
Yeah, this week. Okay. That ball up high.
And Miller going to take off, able to slide into second safely. No throw by Swift. And now a runner in scoring position for the Jaguars and Aiden Fleming. One down. And that pitch in there for a strike.
Like I said, the umpire likes the low pitch, so if the pitchers can locate, you want to try and stay low today with today's umpire.
Getting a little chilly here at Salesianum.
The sun went away.
And that ball's in the dirt for ball number 4, so Valentine will walk Aiden Fleming and bring up Lorenzo Carrier. So 2 men on for Carrier, 1 out.
Yeah, again, another opportunity. Runner in scoring position for Lorenzo. We gave him the single. His first inning, slapped it towards the third baseline and drove in the run.
And now he's seen Valentine for an at-bat. We'll see what he does here. Miller going to take off for third. And no throw once again. Keegan Miller's second stolen base of the inning.
Yeah, they're not even giving him a look. I do that all day if I'm Keegan Miller as well. In fact, the catcher faked the throw to first base as if he was just unaware that the second baseman, the guy at second, was running. That's just, I hate to use this terminology, but this is the way to do it. That's just heads-up baseball. That'll get a few laughs, I'm sure, at home.
Well, Keegan Miller, again, hit by that pitch in the first inning, able to score.
A little bit easier now for Carrier.
They're on the corners, that one low.
This young man is dangerous, and he's pitched to as if he is dangerous.
You mentioned earlier in the broadcast about 7 intentional walks already through 3 games this season for Lorenzo Carrier.
That's respect, man. That's like that's the Barry Bonds treatment. It's a nice breaking ball right there.
Took that off-speed pitch in for a strike. So 2-1 now to Lorenzo Carrier. Miller on third. Fleming on first. 2-0 Appoquinimink. We're in the top of the second. 1 down.
There's time, and it was granted.
Man.
We'll see here what Appo does. Obviously, Fleming on first base. That's a force out. Double play death by Sally's. Do they steal, or are they too afraid to take the bat out of Carrier's hands? That one's in the dirt.
So 3-1. Lorenzo will be looking for a strike here with runners on the corners.
This is a true hitter's count. However, Valentine has been wild, so you almost don't want to put yourself in a bad spot here. You gotta almost treat it like a 3-0 count. You gotta have a spot locked in.
And that pitch will be ball number 4 to Lorenzo Carrier, so that'll juice the bases once again here in the top of the second inning, and that brings up cleanup hitter Evan Bolden, 364 on the year, including 2 singles, a double, and a home run.
5 walks in the first 2 innings for Brody Valentine. It's a struggle right now for this young man to find the zone. He's got the bases chock full right now. 1 out. 50 pitches already.
And Bolden, one of the more impressive hitters in this Appoquinimink lineup. He's in the cleanup spot, and first pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1.
Yeah, Bolden can help himself out here. He swung for the fences on that one.
So 0-1 now to Bolden. Bases are loaded. 2-0 lead for Appo. The pitch from Valentine, and got him again for strike number 2. Swing and a miss, and now 0-2 for Bolden.
Yeah, Bolden looks to be pulling his head off the ball a little bit. Not staying down on it. Valentine has found the zone here.
Let's see if he tries the off-speed here, and he does.
Beautiful
and got
pitch.
him for strike number 3. What a pitch there by Valentine. That's exactly what that Sally's defense needed. 2 down now, bases loaded.
Yeah, that was a really nice job there by Valentine on the breaking ball, 0-2 breaking ball. Second strikeout of the game for him.
That'll bring up Chad Lawrence batting in the 5 spot.
That ball slapped towards right field.
Well, that's going to be Mike down the line and caught. Nice play out there by Campbell in right field, and that'll do it for this top half of the inning for Appoquinimink. Still 2-0, able to get out with no damage done is the Sally's defense. They'll take a shot at it in the bottom of the second when we come back.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off.
Welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Bottom of the second inning, 2-0 lead for the Appoquinimink Jaguars. Nick Alessandrini, as that ball's hit to shortstop, and that's going to take a bad hop. Unable to field it that time was Jacob Blair. Took a difficult hop for him, and that's going to be a single to get things started for Sally's.
Yeah, we'll be real nice, and we'll give him a single on that one. You said it hit the base and hopped over.
Yeah.
So how about that? Sal's get their first runner on. See what they can do with it.
Nobody out here again.
It's Connor Campbell.
The second, you mentioned it. Connor Campbell will step up into the batter's box with a runner on first base.
In the evening, it'll be just Mike.
And the first pitch to Campbell is in there for strike number 1. Again, if you're just joining us, Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, and Nick Halliday, 1-4 baseball. And that ball's hit straight up in the air.
See, it's going to be on the infield. Wins, got it.
That's going to be a tough play, but it's made. Nice job that time by Chase Fleming over at first base. Makes the catch. 1 out now here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Appo.
Brings up Ryan James.
Ryan James, first baseman for Salesianum. Again, like you said, Pat, he'll get a shot here in the bottom of the second inning.
I believe they called that a ball. Action here in the Sal's bullpen. Number 9, Ben Venema.
And that pitch in there for a strike. So 1-1.
Might see Venema come in here.
And Venema right now, he's at second.
Valentine, 54 pitches to get through the first 2 innings.
He's going to take off. Here's the throw, and he's going to be in there safe that time. So a good piece of base running by Zarnecki as the throw got there a tad bit late, so give him the stolen base.
And pitch was called a strike, just so you know. So it's a 1-2 count right now on James. Good steal there by the Sal's again, putting another runner in scoring position. Nobody out, or no, I'm sorry, 1 out. Apologies.
So the pitch to Fleming, off speed but driven into right center field and under it and able to make the catch out in center.
It's Carrier.
Was Lorenzo, and easy play for him. So now 2 down, runner on second base. And now that will bring up for Salesianum.
Number 35.
Luke Swift, the catcher. So he'll take a shot out of here with a runner in scoring position. Still 2-0 lead for number 1 ranked Appoquinimink over number 4 Salesianum here, bottom of the second inning on a now chilly evening on this Thursday. The wind's starting to blow a little bit.
His sun goes down. That's like a 15-degree shift.
That one fouled back behind the plate for strike number 1.
Swift going to round out the lineup here for the Sal's. Let's see if he can come up. Two outs right here. 2 out runs are difference makers. Let's see what they can do with it. Bolden has done a good job settling in after the high pitch count in the first inning.
Here's the 0-1. That one missing inside, a little bit high for ball number 1. So 1-1 now to Luke Swift, the catcher. Sally's looking to put one on the board here in the bottom of the second. The pitch from Bolden, a little bit high. 2-1.
Good job by Swift staying off the high fastball, man. That's always the toughest one to stay off of. He checked the swing nicely.
And the 2-1 now coming from Bolden. Swung on, found back behind the plate again, staying alive here. And
yeah, Swift's right on it, man. It's 2 of them. He's fouled straight back. He's kind of like on the uppercut swing. He's kind of getting up under the ball. If he squares one up, launch angle is going to have that one high up in the air. Yes, I did just work launch angle into the broadcast.
Pat, one of the best, and that's why we have you.
Any baseball enthusiasts are probably sick to their stomachs right now that launch angle just got introduced to this season.
Let's start bringing a bunch of analytics into the broadcast.
That's it, man. War? Who's? I don't know. There's so many of them. I don't know all of them.
Would you have taken out DeGrom in the 7th?
No, heck no, man. I'm glad.
77 pitches.
Gave the Phillies a win. That's Sorry to any Mets fans that are listening to the broadcast.
Runner on second. The pitch for Swift. He wanted to chase it, but did he?
He did not.
And they're going to say no as they look down to the base path, and Brian Pollock gave him the safe call, so no.
Count runs full.
Another shot count. Full count, 3-2. Runner on second.
I like that pitch by Bolden, right? He knew he had a pitch to work with. That was a really nasty breaking ball. Props to Swift for staying off of it.
And the pitch from Bolden, another foul ball, so Swift continues to be on it a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hey, the fastball, he's staying on the fastball. This potentially is another opportunity for Bolden to throw another curveball up there. Now, I understand 3-2. You know, it's a little bit tougher pitch to locate, but he's sitting on your fastball right now.
And that one's driven. That might get down, and no, it won't, into left field. Nice, easy play that time for Dylan Peden, the senior. And that will do it for the second inning. 2-0 Appo. They still lead as we head to the top of the third right here on Delaware Live Sports.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding,
If you're
decks...
planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit.
But now you had a fire.
And welcome
Sixers.
back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garrett. Here we're talking a little Philly sports here in between innings.
Yeah.
As Appoquinimink leads 2-0 as we begin our third. Again, Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garrett, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, Mike Lang, all on hand here. Early spring season baseball, and it's a good one.
It is. Appo, really took advantage of a rough first inning for Brody Valentine. Got 2 runners aboard. 2 runners to score. They lead 2-0. Bolden, he settled in. He's 44 pitches through 2 innings for Appo. He's got a strikeout. Valentine 2 strikeouts, but the difference is that first pitch to Peden's in there for a strike. The difference, 54 pitches for Valentine, 5 walks in the first 2 innings. He wants to try and clean those up if he wants to get a little bit deeper into this game.
Peden 4 RBIs on the year. That's second on the team for Appoquinimink. Again, coming into this contest batting .440 as he takes that one low in the dirt for a ball. And actually pick it up, make the throw back to first. That's some sportsmanship out of Peden at the plate. There you go.
It is, man.
He's like, doesn't need a rhythm, let's pick it up, throw it back, and now he's back in the box, ready to go. And here's the pitch. That one is up. It's not gonna have enough to get down, and that's gonna be caught at that time by Dunian out at short.
Yeah, Peden's in some pain. That bat came flying out. He's grabbing his shoulder. I hope he's okay, but it looked kind of similar to what we saw from Fernando Tatis, where the bat kind of, hurt his shoulder a little bit. Hopefully everything's okay.
And we'll see if he's
there.
out in left
Scary.
field at the bottom of the third. Yeah, hopefully he's all right. They'll take a look at him over in the dugout. So that'll bring up Jacob Blair. Was batting .500, 1 for 2 coming into the contest. Takes the first pitch up high for ball number 1. Again, 1 down here in the top of the third. A 2-0 lead for Appo here over Sally's.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Dunyan. I know I was concerned with the batter there, but Dunyan, tracked that ball well, caught that one on the run. It's a nice first out on what was a little Texas leaguer there that may have fell.
So 1-0 to Blair. And that one, like you said, Pat, tried to hit that low part of the strike zone where Andrew Rubin's been calling those strikes. That one just misses a little bit low. So now 2-0.
That's in there.
That one in there for a strike. Good pitch that time by Valentine. So that'll even things up at 2-2. Again, Jacob Blair. This one's hit into center field. Lang's going to have to come on to try to make a play, and he's not going to get there. Is it or is he going to get there?
It definitely skipped, but I love the sell job. I'm sure Mike taught him that.
Yeah, it looks like it got a bounce there. You see third base coach for Appoquinimink wants to talk a little bit about that one, but Mike Lang, what a play out in center field for the moment.
Did they? I gotta apologize here. What did the umpires? They called that a single, correct?
So now we have mix-up
He's
calls,
safe.
and now
Yeah.
they're going to call him safe. So like you
It's the
said,
right
Pat,
call.
good job. One of them called him out, one called him safe. We both thought it skidded into the glove of Lang in center.
I love the gamesmanship there by Lang.
Held it up.
Brian Lang. I mean, yeah, that's a must-have right there. Why not? Make the umpire make the call.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Great play.
Yeah.
And this time he was this close of getting away with it, as that'll bring up Chase Fleming. So now a runner on first, one down, and Fleming at the plate. 167 this year, does have a home run and 2 ribbies. Top of the third inning, and the first pitch from Valentine, he's going to throw over to first.
First time we've seen the move, and that's a good job there by the Sals. Considering Appo had like 2 or 3 stolen bases in that first inning, I believe. Let me go back and look.
Miller.
Yeah, Keegan Miller. I'm sorry, it was the second inning, and he stole second and third base. So you want to keep these guys honest out there.
I believe that one just missing a bit outside on the first pitch to Fleming for ball number 1. And Valentine looking to get out of this inning without adding to that pitch count. That one's down the third baseline. That's a nice
foul. They
will
call
be
it foul.
So a nice shot by Fleming down the third baseline. Won't count, as you see Blair heading back to first base. He got a good jump on it, so that'll be a foul ball and a strike.
Just a scary strike. That's all that was.
Yep.
Yeah, he shot that one down the line, and if that was fair, it was trouble. That would have been a run.
Again, a close one if you're watching at home. And now the pitch. This one low, gets to the backstop, and that's going to be an easy stolen base for Blair.
That's the third pitch now we've seen get by the backstop. Allows the runner to advance. First one since the first inning.
I believe now 2-1. 2-2 now to Fleming. And the pitch from Valentine is in there for a strike.
I apologize, Nick. It's now 1-2, I believe.
They make it tough on us sometimes.
1-2 or 2-2.
So now it should be 2-2. Counts evened up. 2-0 Appoquinimink. Fleming on second. The pitch, and that's driven. And that's going to be right into the hands of Zarnecki out in left field. And again, had some good contact on it, and optimistic there for a second if you're a Jaguar fan, but great positioning by Zarnecki out in left field.
Exactly. Great positioning by Zarnecki. He didn't allow that ball to eat him up. When that ball's hit right at you on a line, you're taught to freeze at the very least, or go back a little bit. And he did. He froze, he tracked it, spun his hips open, made the play.
Now it's going to be Austin Pryor batting in the 9-hole. Looking for his first hit of the season. And he's got a runner in scoring position. Valentine, first pitch in there, swung on for strike, number 1.
Valentine doing a good job here in this third inning. If he can get this third out in a good amount of pitches here, he could buy himself another inning or two.
This one swung out to shortstop, fielded cleanly. The throw to first is
great
scooped.
work.
And that'll do it for the top of the third inning. Nice play that time by Dunyan, and That'll wrap things up for the Appo side. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Sally's looking to get on the scoreboard here. They trail 2-0 on Delaware Live Sports.
Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours.
On to the bottom of the third. Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell on hand here for a windy Thursday. Two top 5 teams between Appoquinimink and Sally's battling it out here. Appo 2-1 on the year. Sally's 2-0. And back to the top of the order as Brian Lang will get things started here in the bottom of the third.
It's a good rip again by Lang. Again, another first pitch swing by Brian. He did it in his first at bat as well. Staying aggressive.
You know, Pat, I like swinging at the first pitch. You know, that's one of my things. And Philly's starting to do it a little bit this year. Bolden's pitch in that time a little bit low, just misses for ball number 1. So 1-1 for Lang here. Again, bottom of the third inning, 2-0 lead for Appo. And Pat, some more action in the bullpen once again as that one in there for a strike to Lang, 1-2.
Yeah, Lang way out in front of it. You know, I would work the off speed too. Again, he's in there. He's ripping it, man. He definitely is ripping it.
And here's the pitch.
There
Off
you go.
speed again, and this one's hit but right at the second baseman. That is Miller who makes the catch.
L4, the old line out to the 4. The second baseman for the first out. That was a good job, though, by Lang on the adjustment, right? He was way out in front. The previous breaking ball, he sat on that, tried to put it the other way. Just got it off the end of the bat. But, yeah, you're right. More movement in the pen. Ben Venema, as we talked about, he warmed up last inning, but with the 15-pitch inning by Valentine, he may have bought himself another inning, but we'll see. Venema warming up a little bit more aggressively than he did the first time around.
Speaking of Valentine, he steps into the batter's box. I believe 1-1 for Valentine as Bolden heads back to the mound. Again, 2-0. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Thanks for joining us here Thursday evening, and sun's about to put back out. That's a good sign for us here.
Looks like he's going to stay out for a while, too, and there doesn't look to be too many other clouds out there.
Pitch from Bolden is hit hard to shortstop, fielded cleanly. The throw is there and on time. Nice play at shortstop by Blair.
Yeah, really nice job by Blair staying down on it. Nice throw across the diamond as well. 2 up, 2 down for Bolden, who's looking to have a pretty low pitch inning as well, trying to answer. Both of these pitchers struggled the first inning or two with pitch counts, but you saw Valentine have a really good third inning pitch wise, and now Bolden trying to respond with the same thing.
Bolden also having a good year hitting the baseball. He's the cleanup hitter for the Jaguars. Also, you see the righty on the mound here today, and again, 2 of the better teams in the state of Delaware in terms of baseball for sure. And that one swung, hit hard into left center field. That's going to get down, and that is trouble. That's going to take a batter's hop. And here we go, rounding second on his way to third. And he may have a shot at the India Park home run, but they're just going to keep him at third. What a shot that time by Dunyan. Made 2 nice plays in the field, and then gets into the batter's box and take that one deep to left center field.
Dunyan just a full-on rip right there over Carrier's head. And, with no fence here, that ball can roll for a while. That's probably a home run in a lot of ballparks around the state. Yeah, Mike did say they're going to put up a fence at some point.
Marks did. Yeah, St. Marks did that. You see, they got a fence now. I remember those days with no fence.
But, Carrier's combination of speed and arm may have saved the inside the park because, that was just a great hit by Dunyan. And let's see if that gets the South started, a little 2-hour rally potential.
Yeah, that'll bring up Residlo, the third baseman. And Sally's looking for their first run here. They trail 2-0, bottom of the third inning. Now a runner on third. Residlo was going to take a hop behind the plate, and
there was two of them in the top of the first inning. I believe it was Miller on third base. The Sal's had 2 wild pitches like that, and that backstop's so short, right? The Miller did not want to go. Same thing happens here with Dunyan. With the backstop being so short there, it's almost not worth the risk. Most other ballparks, Nick, that's a run, Backstop comes into play here.
So back in the batter's box goes Residlo. Pitch to Residlo, up a bit high for a ball. Again, Sally's undefeated on the season. Pat 2-0, looking to make that 3-0 here today. And the pitch from Bolden.
Outside ball 4.
Bit outside, so that will be ball 4. That'll put Residlo on first. That puts runners on the corners for the Sals now here in the bottom of the third. And I believe 2 down.
Yeah, we got 2 outs. Yep, Long and Valentine both recorded outs.
So that'll bring up the second baseman, Ben Venema.
Yeah, he was just warming up here, so he's definitely loose.
It's true, warm up back-to-back innings. And now he's got runners in the corner trying to score that Sally's first run here in the bottom of the third. The pitch from Bolden up high for ball 1.
And Bolden losing the zone a little bit here, right? That triple may have rattled him a little bit.
Again, that was a nice hard-hit ball from Dunyan.
It was.
And there he sits at third. The pitch, this one's hard, shot at shortstop, picked up, and he's going to tag second. Nice easy play for Blair, and that saves the damage there for Appoquinimink as they still hold the 2-0 lead. We're heading to the 4th, Pat. We'll be right back on Delaware Live Sports.
To our physical therapist, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware.
Welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, and Jason Winsel sitting down the third baseline. Sun's back out. Beautiful evening once again for Salesianum and Appoquinimink, 2 top 5 teams going at it. No place I'd rather be, Pat, on a Thursday.
No, man, this is peace. This is almost like vacation for me. Got the scorebook out. I haven't done a scorebook in about 6 years since I was helping coach, and I got to tell you, it's like therapeutic. It's amazing.
Nice relaxation.
It is, man. We got a good game going on.
Yeah, I do. And on to
get my hair right. Nick's snapping a picture.
Yeah, top of the 4th inning now. As Appo, they've held that 2-run lead since the 1st inning. As that one's in there for a ball, top of the lineup for the Jaguars.
Yeah, third at bat from Miller already in this game.
And you mentioned it in the last inning, Pat Miller. He was a menace on the base path. Once he's able to get there, we'll see what he does here. Valentine's still on the mound. Chopper right back to him. He's going to make the play, and easy make the play at first. So Valentine going to help himself out there.
Yeah, good job right there. Goes 1-3 on the put out for the first out of the inning, man. Hey, look, I mean, Valentine did a great job last inning. He had a 15-pitch inning. Came into this right now. I think he just went over the 70-pitch mark. He's at 71 unofficially by my count. After the first 2 innings, he had over 54 pitches in the first 2 innings. So it could be a good bounce back here as he settles in.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That one also in there for a strike. And an important 2 innings if you're Valentine. You just talked about the 15-pitch third inning. And now looking to do similar stuff here, keep himself in the ball game. So 1-1 now is Aiden Fleming will step into the batter's box.
Fleming, he had, I'm trying to see what he did in the first inning. He scored in the first inning. I think he may have fielder's choice. So he had the bunt fielder's choice in the first inning, walked his last time up.
And the off-speed pitch gets him another piece. So that'll be the second.
Oh, we lost paper.
Batter.
Oh.
As you know, it's windy, and look at Pat out there stopping the papers from going in the field of play. That is the real MVP. It is a windy day here at Salesianum. And I'll tell you, it can be a struggle with all the paperwork on the tables. And Pat, I applaud you. Phenomenal job there. For you to stop, might have been a defensive play of the game to stop these papers from getting into the field of play. As now it's Carrier fouling off pitch number 1 from Valentine. So again, 1 man on, 1 out. That brings up Lorenzo Carrier, a guy that a lot of people are here to see or always go to see play, it seems, each and every ball game.
The hamstring's hot, Nick. The hamstrings are hot after that. A little tight. They don't make them like they used to. Yeah, as you said, man, I'm just happy we were able to get that off the field of play.
I would say, well done. Get the headset off and everything on a matter of seconds. And
all right, so what ended up happening there with Fleming as I was distracted?
Well, they threw down the first. He was safe. Lorenzo now has 1-1, but he was beamed.
That's it.
Before you went out there, and now that one again.
You're exactly right.
Lorenzo down the left field line with a chopper there. He hit a hard single down the third base line in the first inning. And now up again here for his second at bat.
I believe it's 1-2 now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he had a single in the first and a walk in the second.
So third at bat for Lorenzo, 1-2 off speed pitch. He's
nice
able
pitch.
to get a piece of it.
Oh, what a
play at third place. Can he make the throw? He cannot. Lorenzo's able to beat it. Nice diving play that time, however, by Residlo. And you mentioned it, Jason. Lorenzo's speed just too much there. You're not going to be able to make a diving play, get up and make the throw in time for
that's
Carrier
tough
to be out.
That's tough. On a diving play, to throw him out, that's going to be really hard. Really, really hard. But tremendous job, though, right there by Residlo, because he just saved a potential first to third situation there.
Exactly right. You led me right into it. Able to hold the runners. So I believe one still down here for Bolden, who's going to try to help himself out at the plate. Chopper to third. Going to throw it to first and get the out, but not
foul.
Gonna,
they said foul.
Foul.
They called it foul, believe it or not. Yep. So it's just a strike. Just a strike right now. Would have been a tough play.
Absolutely would have. And again, you got 2 runners on if you're Appo. And again, Bolden, the cleanup hitter, a dangerous guy at the plate for the Jaguars. And Valentine, again, trying to get out of this inning without any damage, but also without throwing too many pitches. He'll check the runner at second. 2 men on for Bolden. Here's the pitch. Low.
I believe that's the 80 pitch mark right now, if I'm not mistaken.
And you saw Venema getting up in the bullpen the last few innings, the second baseman, and we'll see if we see him here a little bit later on. 2 men on. The pitch is hit hard to shortstop.
Two.
Fielded cleanly. There's one. Looking for two. Venema to first. And he got him. Nice job by Sally's defensively to pick up the double play.
The old 6-4-3 twin killing, Nick.
We're
Ends the
heading
inning.
to the bottom of the fourth. Appo still leads 2-0.
Bone chicken and St. Louis ribs, Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate...
Welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison, Journey, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, Nick Halliday. We are on to the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 lead for Appo. And Sally has left a few runners on. Last time they were at the plate, they're going to look to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, Zach Zarnecki will lead this one off to start this inning. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. But yeah, Bolden looking to capitalize here. 57 pitches through 3 innings. He's been pretty efficient. Like you said, kind of worked himself out of a jam last time, but we'll see what they can do. The Sows need to generate some offense, though.
Yes, they do. Again, yet to get on the board, trying to keep that perfect 2-0 record.
Mm-hmm.
So Bolden still on the mound, Zarnecki at the plate. And here we go. First pitch swung on for strike number 1.
It's a good cut right there.
And second pitch in there for takes for strike number 2. So 0-2 is Bolden quickly ahead in the count over Zarnecki. Again, for all looks at our top 10s and everything, head to DelawareLiveSports.com. You can find everything you need there. As that one's hit to second base, fielded cleanly, and made the throw was Blair. So Blair with another play at second. And one down here to start the bottom of the fourth.
Hey, good job by Bolden there, breaking ball or changing up, and had him way out in front for the first out. Efficiency, man. He's been very efficient. The second inning, he kind of got into a little bit of some trouble pitch-wise, but he's been really good.
Oh, and that one's driven hard in the right center field, but right at Pryor, who was able to make the catch, and we're seeing some good positioning out of these outfielders here in this one.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when you have the space that you have here at Salesianum, again, no fences, you got a good hitter. You can play back, right? Keep everything in front of you.
So that'll bring up Ryan James. 2 down for him here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch from Bolden. Hear that glove smack for strike number 1.
Yeah, Bolden's bringing it right now. No doubt about it.
Lawrence on deck. Venema warming up again. Here on our right side is that pitch from Bolden's a bit up high, so 1-1. That pitch taken for strike number 2, so 1-2, Bolden ahead.
He's in a groove.
James.
He's in a groove, Nick. I mean, he's pitching strikes right now. He's got a good rhythm.
Tried to fool him with the off-speed pitch in the dirt that time. James able to hold off, and now 2-2. So ever since that 2-run top of the first inning for Appoquinimink, it's been scoreless here at Salesianum. And the pitch to James, tried to get him to chase up high, and good eye.
Overthrew that
time,
one.
And I believe we're now full count.
He kind of overthrew that one a little bit. But no, you're right. I mean, Valentine was a little wild in that first inning, and Carey put a ball in play to got some runs. There's ball 4, Nick.
Yeah, that one just a bit outside, so James will take first. So James on first base, I believe 2 down now here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and that'll bring up catcher not Chad Lawrence.
Luke Swift.
Luke Swift, as they get the catchers a little mixed up there. So Luke Swift will step out, and he was on a couple of those pitches from Bolden in his last at bat. We'll see what he does.
He was on the fastball before he eventually, flew out here to the right or the left fielder.
Starting off the off bat with an off-speed pitch was Bolden up high for ball number 1.
Yeah, why not? Like I said, like you just mentioned, I mean, Swift was on his fastball his first at bat. Really got a really good worked the count. It was full at the time. So yeah, why not change up? First pitch change up. Oh,
got a good piece of him that time. That one had some velocity on it. Toughness out of Luke Swift, the catcher. He'll head to first base. Now you got a runner in scoring position, first and second, 2 out, and that'll bring up Brian Lang, the center fielder, with a runner on second. So man in scoring position, 2-0 still. Appo leads. Is Bolden going to take a moment here and
Max
talk to Fleming?
Max Dugan coming in to run for the catcher, Swift. But you're right. So Lang's coming up. We've seen him now 2 at bats, swing first pitch. He's aggressive early in the count. He's got a chance to do some damage now with some runners on. Maybe you see Bolden here, first pitch breaking ball, first pitch changeup against the aggressive batter. Let's see what happens.
0 for 4, 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position today. Sally's going to try to take third.
Nice.
He does, and a little lackadaisical back there was Appoquinimink on the pass ball, and that allows James to steal third base. So like you mentioned earlier, heads-up play for James, able to get to third. Now you got runners on the corners.
Well, hey, it was a first pitch changeup, right? Good job by Lang holding off. Ball was bobbled a little bit in the dirt. Allowed the runner to take third base. Hey, with 2 outs in a game where you're struggling to score runs, I like the aggression coming from Salesianum there. The only thing I would say is, Dugan running behind. A little bit surprised he didn't follow suit.
So that one in there for a taking strike. 1-1 now to Lang, and runners on the corners for Sally's. Last time, Sally's ended up stranding a runner on third in the second inning due to a great play by Lorenzo Carrier in center field, which could have been an in-the-park home run. He was able to get the ball in time. And now another chance with runners on the corners here for Lang in the 4th. The pitch swung on high, and a nice cut that time, but first strike.
Yeah, the high pitch, it may be a little bit above the letters there, but that thing comes in looking like a beach ball. And again, Lang has been aggressive in this game. He's looking to do damage. Yeah, 1-2 the count.
Big at bat here. Runners on the corners. Bottom of the 4th. 2-0 lead for the Jaguars. The 1-2 to Lang. Fouled off. Back behind the plate. Took a branch with him.
Yes, he did.
Well, you mentioned it seems, Pat, as every time Sally's get some runners in scoring position, they're not able to get them across the plate. And another opportunity here with 2 down for Lang. Trying to get some runners on the scoreboard here in the 4th inning. 1-2 the count. Bolden on the mound. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch is driven high into left field. That's going to be a tough play out there for Peden, and that's over his head. Lang with a big hit. He's going to round second. 2 runs are across the plate.
He's going.
They may send him home.
They are.
It's going to be a play at the plate, but not in time. In the park. Home run for Brian Lang. Mike Lang called it before the at-bat. He said it's a guaranteed hit. Not only that, but give him 3 ribbies, and in the park 3-run home run gives Salesianum a 3-2 lead over Appo in the bottom of the 4th.
I've never seen Mike Lang so proud right there. Yeah, again, the defense coming into play. Mike, I assume you taught him that one, right? That looked like your swing? That's what he said.
Well, Pat, we just talked about it. They were struggling with runners in scoring position. Not that time. Brian Lang with a deep shot into left field. We knew when the contact was made that one had some pepper on it, as that first pitch is fouled off back behind the plate.
That is
Valentine.
a huge difference maker. Just changes shifts the whole entire game as Sally's takes the lead on that, man. The go-ahead home run. What a shot by the young man, Brian Lang.
All it takes, Pat, we know that one swing of the bat to change everything, and now a 3-2 lead for Salesianum. Their first 3 runs coming here in the bottom of the 4th, and now they sit on top.
That ball was drilled. Yeah, it was a hanger. The fastball. They knew that Lang was aggressive. They tried to sneak the breaking ball in on him. He sat on it. That was just a beautiful piece of hitting. Just drilled that thing.
Also down in the count at the time of the shot was Brian Lang, but again, a nice give him 3 ribbies, and in the park home run, and Sally's the lead, and no one might be more happier about that than the current batter, Valentine, who's on the mound for Salesianum.
Yeah.
Now his team with a 3-2 lead, and he can feel a little bit more at ease on the mound with that pitch count nearing completion here.
It's true, as that count now runs full on him. Yeah, I mean, he just, he's got a lead now. That changes the whole demeanor as a pitcher on the mound. He just goes down swinging.
Yeah, so 3-2 was the count. Strike 3 on the pitch that time from Bolden. That'll be 4 innings complete here at Salesianum, and Sally's with a big 4th. They score 3. They take the lead 3-2. We'll be back 5th inning action on Delaware Live Sports. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. If you're just joining us, a bottom of the 4th explosion for Salesianum on a 3-run in the park home run by Brian Lang. The senior gives Sally's a 3-2 lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning, and stepping in will be Chad Lawrence for Appoquinimink. But what a bottom of the 4th for Salesianum.
Yeah, it's huge piece of hitting there by Lang on a 2-strike count, and now this game's different. Valentine goes out here now with a lead. It's a completely different approach. Same with Appo. They're going to have to start, grinding some at-bats again. 83 pitches for Valentine unofficially. So look for Appo to, try and work that up a little bit. Get into the bullpen.
I believe it's 3-0.
A 2-1.
2-1, excuse me, as Valentine again still on the mound, as you talked about, Pat. And now Lawrence, the 5-hitter in the box, swung on and fouled off that time. So 2-2 now for Lawrence. Again, 3-2 lead for Sally's here at home, top of the 5th inning, and a battle of two top 5 teams this year in 2021, looking to get a baseball season in for the first time in the last few years, Pat.
Yeah, it's been great.
That one's hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be in there for a single. So Lawrence getting things started here in the 5th inning for Appo. Man on first, nobody out. And that'll bring up the 6-hitter Dylan Peden, who was the left fielder on that smash by Brian Lang. And now he's up with a chance with nobody out, a runner on first, and Appo trailing 3-2.
This is actually it looks to be a pinch hitter here. Corey Pritchard, number 23, coming in.
And he's going to show bunt, pull back. That one in there for ball number 1 in the dirt. Good call that time, Pat, as you mentioned it, a pinch hitter for Appo. Senior outfielder Corey Pritchard. We'll see where he heads in the field in a little bit. Again, he's going to show bunt.
Last time this happened, they were able to reach on the fielder's choice, but all runners were safe. That was back in the 1st inning. So Sally's going to look to execute this bunt a little bit better. However, 2-0 the count.
2-0 now to Pritchard.
Residlo, I mean, it was right up on the batter there. No bunt being shown here in the 2-0 count.
Swung on and fouled back, so 2-1 now.
Not sure why they would take the bunt off. Interesting.
Was 2-0, now 2-1. Again, Lawrence sitting on first now. He'll show bunt again is Pritchard. Pull back and again in the dirt. So 3-1 now the count to Pritchard. And we'll see what he does here.
It's a big opportunity here for Appo, trying to answer, given a lead up in the bottom half of the 4th. There's ball 4.
Yeah, didn't show bunt, took that one a little bit high, and now 1st and 2nd for Appoquinimink here in the top of the 5th. Nobody out.
There's time. Here comes Coach Godfrey. I think this could be the change.
And it looks like we'll see Venema.
More than likely. I mean, Venema has been warming up the last 3 innings. That's what we're anticipating.
So, Pat, it should be 2 men on. Jacob Blair coming up. A pitching change here at Salesianum. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Sally's and Appo in the top of the 5th inning. Sally's
working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6
Valentine. Is that first?
And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Fresh off the pitching change, Venema will take the mound for Salesianum.
That one's in there for a strike.
As that now will bring up Jacob Blair, the 7 hitter here with 2 runners on Pat, nobody out. And a couple position changes here for Salesianum with Venema on the mound. We'll get there in a second.
Yep.
As going to show bunt here, 2 men on. He's going to lay down the bunt right back to Venema. He's going to go to third,
nice
and
job.
He got him. So a nice play for Salesianum. 1 down, still runners on first and second.
Yes, so just give me a second here, and I will let you know what we got change-wise. So, like you said, Venema goes from second to pitcher. Valentine goes from pitcher to first base. James goes from first base to left field, and Zarnacki comes from left field in to play second base. So just a shift around.
Pat.
Nobody new entering the game.
There you go. Well done, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
As that now will bring up Chase Fleming, the 8 hitter for Appo. 2 men on, 1 out, and he's going to take the first pitch up high.
That could be trouble.
In fair territory, I believe, down the first base line, but nice play that time out in right field is Campbell, who's still sitting out there in right.
Yeah, it was a tremendous job there by Campbell coming and making the play.
So now 2 down, 2 runners on. Tying run at second base for the Jaguars, and 2 outs. As if it sticks to the script, it'll be Austin Pryor, the 9 hitter.
That's who it is.
And now a big opportunity for him with the tying runner on second base.
Not great there for Appo. They want to try and get that runner over to third base via the bunt. Couldn't do it. Now 2 outs.
Venema going to start things with the breaking ball.
I like that. Why not? Pitch backwards a little bit. Top of the order coming up after this, so you don't want to mess around with Pryor too much here.
And how about that Appo dugout? None of them in the dugout. They're all outside, right behind the batter's box, showing their teammates some support and a strong cut and a swing and a miss for Pryor on that pitch.
Yeah, good rip by Pryor. His big spot right here for Appo. Top half of the 5th inning. Now trailing.
Somebody's grilling around here, Pat. You smell that?
I love that
barbecue?
smell. Yeah, somebody in North Wilmington here. Is this considered? No, this isn't considered North Wilmington. I don't know what this is considered, to be honest with you.
That off-speed pitch just misses for Venema.
Mike Lang sniffed it, said, wait a minute, I thought there was no concession stand. What's going on? Is St. Mark's, yeah, there's a St. Mark's contingent here, as we've seen. I saw Conrad in here as well. That's now 3-1, Nick, on that ball down and in.
So again, Venema entered the game for Valentine here in the top of the 5th. Looking to shut down Appo here in this top half. Tying run at second for Austin Pryor, and now Venema will step off.
Yeah, I like that, right? Venema's now thrown 2 consecutive balls. He's behind in the count. Take a step off, compose yourself. You're in control of the game right now.
He'll check the runner. Here's the off-speed pitch. Missing high.
I must have missed the ball there. So now it's 3.
It'll be a full count now,
yeah, so it's 3. I think that's where I made the mistake there, Nick. You're right. So 3-2. Apologies
Here we
for
go,
the viewers
Pat.
at home.
Runners on first, runner on second. Tying run at second. 2 outs for Pryor here. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, drill. That's going to be a single into center field. They're going to wave the runner around third. He's going to get in cleanly. Slide at third is also safe. And we are all tied up. 3-3 here, top of the 5th inning. Great piece of hitting from Pryor.
Tremendous piece of hitting there by Pryor, right? He worked the count, got ahead, and put the ball in play right up the middle. That's a big hit by your 9-hole hitter. That is a huge spot by your 9-hole hitter. Ties this game up. Tremendous work. You can't ask for much more in a game here, 1 versus 4. It's living up to the hype, Nick.
And Corey Pritchard ended up being the pinch hitter. He scores on the single, so that'll tie things up. And now you're looking at Jacob Blair at third, and now runners on the corners as Pryor will sit at first base. So 3-3 as Venema comes into the ball game and gives up a run here early in the top of the 5th. So that'll bring up, I believe, top of the lineup.
Yeah, top of the Miller. Yep, Keegan Miller's up. Yep.
So a big opportunity now for the leadoff hitter, Keegan Miller, with runners on the corners and a chance to take the lead here in the top of the 5th.
Miller officially 0 for 1, but has reached base with a hit by pitch and a walk. Has 2 stolen bases, has a run scored in that first inning.
First pitch to Miller in there for strike number 1. hit here will put Appo back out in front. As they've scored 1 here in the top of the 5th to even things up at 3. Venema will throw back to first, keep Pryor in check.
Keep the, that keeps the batter off balance, keeps the runners. It keeps the force out at second base also, keeping him on first.
And the pitch low for ball number 2.
I believe that's 1-1.
Oh, excuse me, 1-1.
That's okay.
Happens to us, right?
It happens to us, man.
That's why you gotta love.
I did it last batter.
Scoreboards are working,
That's right. And it's hey, look, it's a beautiful day to be alive. That's all that matters.
Right. As that one's hit hard to second base and able to field it. Not going to be in. Oh, and they do. He got Pryor at second. So Zarnecki able to make the play, get the force at second base. It was a close one, but it will be an out. Appo ties the ball game 3-3. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th here at Salesianum.
5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware.
And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Appo puts up a run in the top of the 5th. They tie things up 3-3. We are on to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, and Pat, it's going to be Dunyan again, the shortstop, and a nice at-bat for him last time around.
Yeah, triple over the head of Carrier. He's 1 for 1. Also had a walk in the first inning. So it's been good for him. He's a dangerous batter, no doubt about it.
We've yet to see anybody get up in the Appo bullpen, and Bolden's still on the mound for the Jaguars.
Unofficially at 80 pitches. Unofficially.
And the second pitch is low for a ball to Dunyan. Again, a nice little crowd here at Salesianum.
It's good, man. Especially with basketball and us being in the pandemic. Oh, what a diving play!
Down the line, but what a play! And he's going to throw. That's a sports top 10 play for Delaware Live. Fleming on the dive and throw. Aiden Fleming, the senior, again, I believe did that earlier in the ballgame. Was unable to make the throw to first due to speed on the Sally side, but that time, unbelievable throw to first base. That's showing off the arm strength there as well.
It was tremendous play, and if you're done, you just got to give a tip of the cap on that play, man. That was tremendous.
1 down now here, bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Residlo, the third baseman.
It's in there for a strike.
0-1 to start to Residlo. Here's the second pitch, a little bit up high, 1-1 to even things up.
Wow, man, that was a tremendous play there. Tremendous play by Fleming.
That one hit almost to Fleming again. This time it's going to roll over to Blair and into the left field, is unable to corral that one as he maybe took his head off, and that's going to be a hit. Now 1 on, 1 down.
Yeah, man, I can't tell if that got glove or not.
Yeah.
We'll give him a single. Why not? I'm feeling generous. Feeling real generous, Nick.
How can you not on this beautiful Thursday?
Yeah, exactly. It was just Holy Week for
That's
we're
right.
we're at a Catholic school. It was just Holy Week. You gotta
That'll bring up current pitcher and former second baseman today, Ben Venema. With a runner on, one down, and Sally is looking to regain that lead. 3-3, bottom of the 5th inning. Starter for Appo, the righty Bolden, still on the mound.
He's done a good job. We'll see if he gets if they'll push him to that 105 pitch limit. Not sure who else is available for Appo.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody get up yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. They did play on Tuesday in that tough loss. That one's hit
Oh,
hard. Fielding
look at this
clean,
play.
they're going to tag the runner, going to try to get two.
What a
and he
play.
does. How about that play? Jacob Blair, the tag and the throw to first for the double play. And just like that, Appo showing off some maybe top 10 plays in the field in the bottom of that 5th inning.
That was tremendous.
We're heading to the 6th. We'll talk about it more after the break.
At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more.
Reminiscing here at Salesianum, Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, and Jason Witch on here. Top 5 baseball here in the first state of Delaware, and that's been a fantastic one through 5 innings. Pat, 3-3. As we head to the top of the 6th, now we're seeing some action in the bullpen for Appoquinimink. That'll be Chase Fleming throwing a little bit, the lefty. But we're going to get things started here with Appo in the top of the 6th, and it'll be Aiden Fleming, the number 2 hitter, to get things going.
He just made a tremendous play at third base, diving stop to throw out Dunyan. So let's see what he can do to lead off here in the 6th inning for the Appoquinimink Jaguars. What a game, man.
Yeah.
What a game, Nick. 3-3, beautiful day.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
It's wonderful.
Maybe picked up a few top plays along the way here defensively, and Venema's first pitch to get the 6th inning started is in the dirt to the backstop for ball number 1. A nice 4 o'clock first pitch here today on this Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it here at Sally's. No lights.
Yep, exactly right. You like to see it. That's hit hard to shortstop, backhanded smoothly, and the throw to first is in time. That was Dunyan, and he's been impressive at the batter's box and on the field here today.
Yeah, great job by Dunyan. Stayed down on it, very routine, got his legs under him, made a strong throw to first base. It's textbook.
So 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning, and that'll bring a very dangerous Lorenzo Carrier. You can kind of tell who it is just from the height as he steps into the batter's box, and you see the outfield take a few steps back.
Yeah, without the fence, why not, man? Why not?
And the first pitch to Carrier is low for ball number 1.
He had an infield single his last time up. He's 2 for 2 with the walk. And, of course, the RBI in the first inning.
Off-speed pitch, fooled him with that one.
That's a good pitch, man. That's a
Swung and
really good
missing.
pitch.
Yeah, Venema 1-1, even things up. Again, 3-3.
There's not going to be too many days like this for Lorenzo Carrier at the next level going down to Miami as he swings and fouls that one off. He will.
Yeah, that's right.
He won't be, he won't be needing to.
He won't have a jacket on.
He will not have a jacket. He will not be many 60-degree days down in Miami.
Here he is, though, trailing in the count 1-2. Those two off-speed pitches from Venema. This one
Heads
he's
up,
on,
Nick.
and that's going to be foul. And right behind us, well hit, and still 1-2. Venema out in front of Carrier here.
He's well out in front of that. Brian Lang, be ready out here.
And also
He's made the shift to left field.
Also in front of those off-speed pitches as well. We'll see. He's taken strikes on 2 of the off-speed pitches at this at-bat. We'll see what Venema draws up here.
Ryan James out here in left field.
Now one in the dirt. I believe another breaking ball.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-2 now. Again, Lorenzo Carrier, 7 intentional walks on the year in just 3 games coming in.
Sal's have pitched to him today.
Off-speed pitch, got a piece of him. So Carrier able to get on after the hit by pitch. The 3rd hit by pitch for Salesianum in this ball game. And now that'll bring up the cleanup hitter and pitcher currently, Evan Bolden.
And right now, you got to be careful with Carrier. He's a base stealing threat.
He's got speed.
And Bolden at the plate here, 1 away.
Trying to get him into scoring.
He's even got the base stealing mitt that they have out there to protect the hand.
Pitch going to try to throw back at first. Heads up play by Swift. Carrier dives in safely, but a nice first pitch that time by Venema, and he's up ahead 0-1.
Yeah, it's important. First pitch strikes, man. They're extremely important. And a hop ahead of Bolden here is a good one. He grounded to a double play his last time up. He has also struck out and walked. There he goes.
That one low. Lorenzo going to take off the throw off the mark. And Lorenzo slides in easily to second base, give him a stolen base, as you talked about. And now he's in scoring position, 3-3 ball game, a chance to take the lead. 1 down for cleanup hitter Evan Bolden. And he'd love nothing more than to help himself out here. He's also on the mound.
For sure. And Carrier's not even close. I mean, the kid can just flat out play. He's one heck of an athlete. He may try and take third.
He just might off speed pitch.
Nice pitch.
Is in there for a strike. You called it, Pat. Bolden fool looking on that one. And Venema, he's showing some success with those breaking balls here in this inning.
Yeah, man. Keep the batters off balance. It's important, especially in a tie game, 3-3.
Here we go. The pitch. Just a tad bit high. As Bolden going to let that one fly by for a ball.
I believe it's 2-2.
I want to say 2-2. So count evened up here. Carrier still on second base in scoring position. He'll take a nice lead. Venema will check him. And now the 2-2 pitch.
Hit him.
Gets a piece of Bolden. The 4th hit by pitch for Salesianum on the mound today. That'll put runners at first and second. Still 1 down. And that'll bring up the 5th hitter, I believe, Chad Lawrence, if it stands as it's been so far.
Yeah, it is. Lawrence singled and scored his last time up. He's also flown out to right field and walked back in the first inning. But right now, Venema's got to find the strike zone here, man. They look to be breaking balls, and we talked about the success he's had with them, but he's let a few of them now. Must have slipped out of his hands because they weren't very hard. Here goes Carrier looking for third, and he'd get there.
Easily. Wow. Easily. You talked about the speed. Swift didn't even want to attempt to throw. Instead, he faked the throw to first base. Maybe you can see if you can get him to go.
You're trying to get Bolden. He knows who the slower runner is. That's what that was.
So now runners in the corner, still 1 down. Double play ball still is actually not in effect.
Mm-hmm.
But again, talking about Chad Lawrence, he's in the batter's box now as Venema will, or now we'll just take a step here. Swift maybe thinking about going and talking to Venema, and now he'll just make a call here to the field. But Lawrence, 2 for 3 on the season. He was 1-1 coming into the ball game, 1 for 1 from the plate. Only played this is his 2nd or 3rd game only. He's got some good numbers, 2 for 3 on the year, and he's going to look to improve upon that here and the chance to take the lead. In the dirt.
That's going to let Bolden advance, though. That's big.
Takes away the double play ball now with 1 down, so 2nd and 3rd. With the speed of Lorenzo, Pat, on third base. And we talked about that short backstop coming into play. Do you think Lorenzo maybe still has a chance? We've seen a few pass balls so far. You think if it gets past, you think he's fast enough to score?
If anyone, yeah. Infield drawn in now for Salesianum. That's a good pitch there.
Lawrence tried to duck down to make that shrink down the strike zone, unable to do so.
Yeah, I
For a
mean,
strike.
I don't think they're going to send him unless it rattles up one of the baselines. But if anyone's going to make it, it's Carrier. He's just got such a great secondary lead. Oof.
Similar pitch that time. This time just misses that strike zone for Andrew Rubin. And I want to say things are evened up at 2-2. Oh, excuse me, 3-1 now. The count hitters count. For Lawrence, here's the pitch. Runners on second and third.
Called third strike.
And
You were right.
got him. So strike number 3. That's a big pitch for Venema and Company. Tie ball game with runners on second and third.
That's a huge strikeout right there. Called him looking second out, as you mentioned, because at that moment, it allows the defense to move back, play honest, play even. The infield was drawn in. That was a really good opportunity there for Appo.
So now that should bring up Dylan Peden.
It's another pinch hitter.
Now he pinch hitter.
So Colby Niggerbrugge is at the plate.
There we go. Colby, the soccer star, bringing home a state championship on the pitch in the fall for Appoquinimink, and a big-time win over who else but Salesianum, who they're playing right now. So
quite a baseball name right here.
And I will say, Austin, a phenomenal player, and I'll tell you what, he's able to drive home some runs here. He may be the Salesianum killer after that win in soccer.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's a real good point.
But we'll see. Lots of baseball here for the lefty. It's Colby Niggerbrugge now with second and third, 2 down. Top of the 6th inning, tie ball game, 3-3. The pitch from Venema, swung on, drilled to second base, scooped up, and the throw is on time. Good play there. This time it was Zarnecki. And that'll do it for the 6th inning. Appo, they strand 2. We're all tied up heading to the bottom of the 6th, 3-3.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sotho Concepts. Sotho Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Sotho Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sotho Concepts. Sotho Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Sotho Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sotho Concepts. Sotho Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Sotho Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world.
And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. And I'll tell you, we've got a great one here at Salesianum, 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Pat, it was Brian Lang who took the lead 3-2.
Yeah.
Apple able to get back and tie things up there 3-3. And it's been a good one. Back and forth we go here from Sally's.
Yeah, now Zarnacki at the plate. First pitch swinging.
Right back to Bolden, makes the easy play to first, and that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge for Bolden. 88 pitches unofficially coming into the inning. He got a 1-2-3 inning last time down, including the double play, and now first pitch gets an out. This is what you want, for this young man to try and last long in this game. I mean, to be able to hit this 6th inning, he was at around 50 after 2. So to be able to be here in the 6th just shows you how efficient he's gotten down the stretch.
So now it'll be the right fielder, Connor Campbell. The righty now steps in to face Bolden with 1 down. And there's a swing and a miss. So 1-1, I believe, evened up here for Campbell. Again, tie ball game here, 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. You joined us for a good one, as Bolden's pitch is swung and right back to him once again, able to field it after a quick bobble and make the play is Bolden for out number 2.
It's tremendous, man. Bolden just allowing himself to continue to stay in this game. 2 quick innings potentially here. 5 quick outs, I should say, he's gotten. And now the difference maker in this one. Oh, no, never mind. This is James.
The 8 and the 6,
up,
right?
Man.
That's just gotten me earlier, too. I will say that. James and Lang. But this one is Ryan James, and I believe he has moved positions. He's out in left field now. Started the game at first base. 1-0 to him. 2-0, that one zooms up high.
James is 0 for 1 with a walk. Got a walk his last time up.
Swift is on deck. He's still got his catcher's gear on. Obviously here to see what happens with James. Again, 3-3 ball game. Both of these teams ranked in our top 5 here in the state of Delaware this year. Title aspirations for both programs as the off-speed pitch just misses a bit up high for a ball. Again, Mike Torres, the coach for Appoquinimink, a championship in 2018-2019, I believe.
2019, yep. Was a champion at Wilmington University as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Championship DNA.
Yeah.
We had a chance to talk to him back when 302 Sports Weekly was still in session at Buffalo Wild Wings, and
can't wait for that to be back.
There. Yeah, right. Can't wait. We're excited, hopefully, to get all the athletes, coaches, everyone back on, and eventually, anyway, and highlight some of the great stuff, obviously, that everybody's doing here in Delaware.
Count runs full for James. Pitch count getting close to that 105 for Bolden.
And fouled
Keeps
off.
spoiling pitches off. Unofficially at 99. So we said the cap is at 105. He can start a batter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So at 104, he could start a batter and go over, if need be. But if he gets to 105 or 106 because of foul balls here, that'd be it.
We'll see. Here's the pitch, and he might have got him, and he did. Called strike 3 outside corner for Bolden, and we are all tied up heading to the top of the 7th inning. A great matchup here from Salesianum, and we'll be right back on Delaware Live Sports.
And 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits.
Welcome back. We are live. Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, Mike Lang's around here somewhere, and it's a good thing because it's a great ball game as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Leading off for Appoquinimink will be Jacob Blair, and it's all tied up 3-3. Appo, they led 2-0. Sally's led 3-2, and now it's 3-3 here in the 7th for Jacob Blair. Venema, he's on the mound, and strike 1 as he takes that pitch was Blair.
Yeah, Venema's done a good job coming out of the pen for the Sals. Keeping this game tight, keeping it close. He did give up the tying run, but he's done a good job of managing here the last few innings.
Yeah, showing off some good breaking balls.
He got out of a jam last time around.
Got out of a big jam. Runners on second and third.
Yeah, he had the back-to-back hit by pitch. Pitch guy's got a big strikeout and then the ground out.
Now the pitch to Blair, swung on down the third base line, but foul.
Looks good from here, man.
It does look good from here. I had a couple of them like that had us fooled with our angle. And there's, you got different white lines here next to us. There's a few different ones.
Well, the problem is I can't locate the bag. And,
That's
obviously there's a little
true.
bit of dirt past the foul line. So I'm like, okay, the grass is the foul line, but that's not the case. Called third strike,
and
man.
You said it, Pat. Called strike 3, and Blair kind of had a second to look back at the umpire before receiving that call. And
it's been consistent. Here's the thing, man. That's all. Everybody's got a different strike zone. That's human nature. Just make sure you're consistent, and he's been consistent. That low pitch has been called a strike all game.
Now here's Chase Fleming. As that ball's in the dirt for ball number 1.
Fleming has been warming up. May see him next inning. May not to start the inning, but eventually you will, as Bolden is really fastly approaching his pitch limit.
That one swung.
That could be
It's
trouble.
A blooper behind second base, but easily run on that time. Making the catch was Dunyan, and he's been active out there at shortstop today for the Souths.
He's been really good, Dunyan. He's also been active at the plate. Obviously, the triple was robbed last time at the plate by Fleming, but it was a hard hit ball down the third baseline. He's extremely good, man. Usually you put your best up the middle, shortstop, pitcher, catcher, center field, and he's a shortstop for a reason. Young man can play.
And that'll bring back up Pryor. He had a great last at bat.
Tied the game up.
I believe, to tie the game, and now here he is again. This time, no runners on.
Yep, he tied the game up with the singles last time at the plate. 1 for 3 on the day.
And I believe 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. So here's the pitch to Pryor, up high for a ball.
2-0.
You mentioned it, 2-0 now for Pryor. Again, 2 down, nobody out, top of the 7th inning. We're all tied up at 3. And here's the 2-0 pitch.
Strike 1.
I was going to say, that looked in there for a strike, as we've been third base coach blocking my view from the umpire, but it looked like a good pitch from here.
It was on the inside part of the plate.
So 2-1 now to Pryor, batting in the 9 hole.
It's in there again.
2-2, so a quick even up now for Venema, who's starting to settle in nicely here for the Souths. And here comes the 2-2. Swung, driven straight up in the air, I believe shallow right field. Coming up to make the play on it is Campbell, and he does so, and that'll end the top half of the 7th inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. We're all tied at 3. We'll see what Sallies can do after the break. Here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. Welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, and here we go. It's going to get started with catcher Luke Swift, but Pat 3-3. We've been back and forth all evening long, and Sally's now has a chance here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Swift walked his last time up, ended up coming around scoring a run, and look at this one.
He's going to swing on at the first pitch. That's deep right center field. Lorenzo's back on, and he's able to make the catch. Looked like it might be trouble off contact.
Yeah, he was perfectly positioned. And you know what's crazy about this is so Bolden is right around 100 pitches to start this inning off. It was an opportunity there for the Souths. I know they're trying to win this game, but that could have been his last batter if you work the count. He gets an out and gets another batter he gets to face now before running out in his total.
So the lefty sophomore Fleming will most likely come in after this at bat, but now Pat, it's the hero from a few innings ago. It's number 6, Brian Lang, the center fielder, and he has been sharp here this evening.
Yeah, he hit one about 330 feet over here to left field the last time up. That'll get out of play.
And I'll tell you, before he did that, he fouled off a few balls just like that one behind the plate, got his timing down, and was able to send one deep. So we'll see what Bolden can do here with Lang at the plate. Again, one down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Could be looking at free baseball here in a little bit. But a lot to go. Here's the pitch to Lang. Off speed is fouled back again, a little out in front of that one.
1-2. This should be the last pitch here for Bolden in terms of his count. So he could finish the batter, but this should be the last batter of the game for him. Nobody up in the pen. So it'll be somebody that's out in the field.
1-2. Off speed pitch is dribbled to shortstop, coming up and making the play. Going to be a tough one. He got him. What a play that time at shortstop. It was Blair who charged
quick
that
hands
ball,
by Blair.
Pick it up, get it out of the glove quick.
Yeah.
And he's able to, and again, great throw. Had to be perfect. It was, and a great big-time play there for out number 2. That'll be the last batter for Bolden.
Bolden, tremendous job today for that young man. He had second, third innings were struggles for him pitch count wise, but to be able to get this thing into the 2 outs into the 7th inning, tremendous job by him. And aside from the blast by Lang, he pitched a tremendous game. Leaves the game with this one tied up.
So now we'll see the left-handed sophomore Chase Fleming. He'll get on the mound. 105 pitches for Bolden as he exits. We'll get you the position changes here in a bit. But Pat again, so we'll see Fleming, 2 down now, bottom of the 7th inning. I believe it'll be Valentine at the plate. Or
Dunyan.
Is it Dunyan?
No, it is Valentine. Valentine and then Dunyan, if Valentine can get on.
And Dunyan's been pretty successful at the plate here. So again, Sally's will try to obviously put one on the board for the win against newly inserted lefty Chase Fleming. And Pat, you've seen Bolden all game long, the righty. Now you're going to get a chance to see a lefty. As a hitter, what kind of challenges does that present?
I mean, different arm angle. He's a little bit of a side armor, so picking up the baseball is going to be tough. The challenge is, and the way that this worked out was perfectly for Appo. Valentine, a left-handed batter, and lefty on lefty is tough. Not to mention, I mean, as a left-handed batter, you primarily see right-handed pitchers. So again, different angle. Him throwing sidearm, that ball is going to be coming from almost behind Valentine, right? So it's going to look like it's going to hit you, and then you got to get ready to go on that. So we'll see what the adjustment is, but it's a really good job there by Bolden. He'll take shortstop over. Bolden will. That will. So I'll make the changes for you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out here shortly. But now it'll be Fleming on the mound, and he gets Valentine. 2 down here, bottom of the 7th. We're all tied at 3. Here's the first pitch from the lefty. Oh, just a tad bit low for ball 1. Again, 1 versus number 4. Appo still trying to rebound. A tough loss to Concord on Tuesday.
It's in there.
So 1-1 now. The count after that called strike. 1-1. Here's the pitch, off-speed pitch. Broke a bit high. 2-1 now. And the 2-1 from Fleming skips in the dirt. And now it'll be 3-1.
All I know is we got Bolden, the shortstop. We got number 13, Aiden Deacons, over at first base. So we got, that those changes happened. Lawrence, I'm sorry, not Lawrence. That ball 4 there. So walk.
So now a runner on for Dunyan.
I don't know where Blair went. That's who I'm missing right now. So Blair may have exited the game, which then would have inserted Aiden Deacons. We'll see where he bats in the lineup.
Yeah. That's right. Yep, Aiden Deacons will come in.
Mm-hmm.
So now a runner on first for Dunyan.
Time at the plate. I was going to say, oh man, that was a balk.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I'll tell you what, Pat, I've worn shorts once this entire year, and that's today.
It's always the mistake. It's a common mistake, man.
It's chilly.
Nick, I think it was, I don't know if it was last weekend or 2 weekends ago, there was like a 76-degree day, and I did my wardrobe. Like, I changed out my winter clothes, brought the spring clothes out, and then the whole weekend it was 40 degrees. That's how it works.
That's Delaware, huh?
It's Delaware for you.
That one low for another ball here, so
yep.
Runner on first. Dunyan, very dangerous batter in the box, and Fleming, the lefty, on the mound for Appo. 3-3, bottom of the 7th, winning run at first base. It's Valentine. Here's the pitch.
In there.
In there for a strike.
Yeah, 1-1 the count.
Appo, 2-1. Sally's 2-0. Here's the pitch. Valentine's going to look to go second. He's going to try it. Here's the throw, and he's in there safely. So now Valentine into scoring position with Dunyan at the plate.
That's big. 2-1 account runner. Like you said, scoring position, 2 outs. Pressure going on to Fleming here. He has not been able to find the zone to start this one off. That's the winning run out there at second base for the South.
In scoring position. Fleming now on the mound. Dunyan again at the plate. Sally's eyeing off a walk-off here in 7th. The wind, the pitch, off speed, a little bit outside.
It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, Dunyan has hit the ball hard every time he's been at the plate and put it in play. Residlo is on deck, but maybe you bring the force out back on it at first base, you pitch around Dunyan, let him get himself out. I don't know if this is intentional or not, though. Nice
pitch by Fleming, and that's going to get him. Swing and a miss for a strikeout, and that ends Sally's chance to take it home the victory in the bottom of the 7th inning. Extra innings and free baseball. Call it up live from Salesianum right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Premier offers direct access to our physical therapist, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in.
Extra innings here at Salesianum. On to the top of the 8th. 3-3 ball game between number 1 Appo and number 4 Salesianum. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, and Jason Winchell. Mike Lang and Nick Halliday, they're around here somewhere for a fantastic ball game. Number 1 versus number 4, Pat. It's lived up to all the expectations.
It has. 3-3 to score. Appo out early, and then, of course, Brian Lang with the 3-run bomb. Difference maker there. Appo scratched out the tying run, and now we got extra baseball. Top of the order for Appo. Tremendous.
Keegan Miller, I believe, will lead off the inning and takes that one for strike number 1. And again, Keegan Miller, he can be dangerous when he gets on. Stole 2 bases last time he was on the base path. And now 0-1, though, for him to get started here as we begin our top of the 8th inning. Venema still on the mound for Sally. Is that pitch a nice one for strike number 2?
Yeah, hops ahead of the batter here for Venema. It's important. High school has not adopted the ghost runner at second base rule that we see in Major League Baseball, I noticed.
That'd be cool to see, huh? What do you, where do we vote for that at?
It's worked in Major League Baseball for, fastening the game up.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Okay.
They only play 7, but if it goes
to 10,
they put a runner on second base. And you know why they told us they put that rule in effect? It starts to get dark. There's no light.
Right. Jason letting us know about softball, right? After 10 innings, they put a runner on second base because of the light situation. So we'll see if they do that here. I don't know if that's in baseball or not, Jay, but yeah, 10 innings. Yeah, it's a long while, man. Well, this could be it, though, man, with the way that these pitchers have been lately.
2 strikes. Miller able to let that one go low. I believe 2-2 now.
2-2, yep.
The count for Keegan Miller and Venema. He's been effective on the mound since he entered the ball game, just that 1 run. And since then, he's settled in nicely.
He has. You're exactly right about that, Nick. Been very proficient. Oof.
Just missing a bit high.
That puts him unofficially at the 50 pitch mark, by the way.
So I believe we're at 2-2.
3-2. Full count
so
now.
We're full. You hear that Sally's dugout. And now here's the pitch to lead off Miller. And he fouls this one off back out of play.
Staying alive.
So full count. Keegan Miller at bat here. He comes into the contest batting .583. That's why he sits at that leadoff spot. Here's the pitch.
That ball is
going to be foul.
Yep. Good at bat here by Miller to start it off. Fighting off some tough pitches. It's the way to do it.
Again, extra innings, top of the 8th. And here's the pitch, full count to Miller. Nice shot up the middle, and that's going to be a single into center field. So Miller gets on. He's showing some emotion here. Nobody out and a man on first base for the Jaguars here in the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Great at bat by your leadoff hitter, Miller. Worked that count full, fouled off some tough pitches, finally got one he could handle, puts it right up the middle for a single. It's a good start. Let's see what Appo can do with it, though.
That'll bring up Aiden Fleming.
Watch the bunt here, right? Just like the first inning. Fleming on the night is 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. He also walked and was hit by a pitch. So he has been on base 3 out of 4 times.
Now he'll show bunt. Residlo going to run. That ball's in the dirt.
That's a heck of a pick right there by the catcher,
Luke Swift.
Because that thing really was a tough one. And he was able to pick it with his glove.
And you talked about it. You cannot afford, a free base giveaway here to put a runner in scoring position.
No, you cannot, Nick. You're exactly right about that.
So Fleming at the plate, runner on first, nobody out, top of the 8th inning. Tied at 3. That one up high as he showed bunt again, 2-0.
The other scary thing, and Sally's hasn't done this yet, but on deck you got Carrier. If you bunt this guy over to second base, does it take the bat out of the hand of your best player? Like, I know you're trying to avoid the double play, but there's a chance that Carrier just gets walked. We'll see.
That one in there for a strike. So 2-1 now. The count. Miller on first. Fleming at the plate. Venema on the mound. We are tied at 3. Extra inning baseball here at Sally's. And Residlow going to creep up here a little bit some more. No sign of bunt yet. Here it comes. Venema will pitch. The bunt is down and foul. Back behind the plate.
Tough execution there to not get the bunt down. I know that's what Coach Torres wanted his guys to get done. Now 2 strikes. You probably take that off.
So I believe 2-2 now with Miller on first. Venema looking for his first out of the inning. A big at bat here for Fleming. The pitch. Fleming's going to drive this one into deep left center field.
That's a run.
That's going to be over James' head in left field, and that's going to be a run. As you see, rounding third, Fleming rounding second. He's going to get into third base. Miller's going to be home, and a stand-up triple, an RBI stand-up triple that time. What a play by Fleming at the plate.
Unreal. The go-ahead run right there, Nick. That ball was shot out of a cannon. Again, the no fence comes into play. Now that would have been 2 runs if there was a fence here, and instead it's only 1. But how about that huge piece of hitting by Fleming to give his team the lead? He saved a big play a few innings back with a diving stop on Dunyan. It would have been a leadoff double at least.
Yeah.
And now drives the go-ahead run in. Carrier at the plate, no outs. Let's see if they even pitch to him.
Bless you, Jason. That's a good point, Pat. We'll see what they do with the runner on third, nobody out.
Yeah, I figured this was the case. There's the IBB. I mean, it's absolutely, Jason, you're exactly right. I mean, that's absolutely the right call. I mean, it sets the double play up. You got no outs right now. You got to limit the damage. Infield's going to be drawn in, more than likely. And if the infield's in, I think, so middle infield will be in double play depth, corners will be in.
And if you brought the infield, would you want to be infield in with carrier batting? No offense, if I was an infielder, I wouldn't sign up for that.
No, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in either with Carrier at the plate.
And Pat, Appo 2-1 on the season. Again, they had a tough loss on Tuesday. Their first loss in almost 2.5 years.
Pitch and change.
As we have a pitching change. So it looks like James, the lefty, will take the mound. That'll be it for Venema. As Bolden, the cleanup hitter, is on deck now. Again, runners on the corners now. Nobody out after the intentional walk to Lorenzo Carrier.
Yeah, James, the lefty, switch up the perspective right here and Bolden at the plate. Won't earn a win today, but he was impressive. 6 2/3. Gives up the 3 runs all on one pitch. And now he's got a chance to really extend the lead, get some breathing room here for Appo.
And that's pretty much the first main contact we've seen off of Venema in the last few innings. And boy, was there some contact.
Yeah, that ball was smoked.
We've seen some well-hit balls today. Lang with a few for Sally's. That one from Fleming. Dunyan with a few as well. And it's been overall a great baseball game here from Salesianum. Both of these teams ranked in our top 4. And we're seeing why here this evening. Talk some about those other teams. St. Mark's still sitting second in our rankings. Appo 1. And I believe another big win for St. Mark's today. As a few of those players have made their way over here to the baseball field to check out some of these top teams, maybe some competition later on in the year.
For sure, man. And they're sporting the what I consider to be the fresh black uniforms that they got going on there. I know that's like a faux pas. And you as a former Spartan, what do you think about the black being introduced?
I was going to say we weren't allowed to do that when I was there because know that's been you talked about that, or everybody wants a black color scheme. University of Delaware is rolling around with black football jerseys this year.
A lot of enthusiasts don't like it. They don't like it.
Yeah,
but
we weren't allowed to do it. But it seems that culture has shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
And wearing the black jersey. Hey, if you can win a championship, it doesn't matter what color jersey you have. But
that's true.
Black's always been pretty cool. Now we're back here.
We're back after that sidebar.
So runners on the corners, 4-3 lead for Appo. First pitch from Bolden is swung on into right field, coming to make the play. And Lorenzo took off to second, and that is going to be a double play. So nice play out in right field. I believe Campbell's still out there. And he's going to come on, make the play, and double up Lorenzo Carrier at first.
That's a huge double play right there for the Sals. And their effort to try and limit the damage here. You know, that's one of those things that I understand the hit and run there for Bolden, but maybe you just that was a runner indifference right there. Let the guy take second base.
Well, Pat, now you're looking at 2 out, runner on third. I believe it's Lawrence stepping up to the plate now.
Yes. Yep.
And he'll take that one.
Lawrence on the day is 1 for 3 with a walk and the single with a run scored. He was the guy that ended up scoring the tying run in the 5th inning.
Now a chance to score another run, give himself an RBI with a runner on third, as that one's in there for a strike. So Appo able to take the lead here in the top of the 8th inning. They lead 4-3, had runners in the corners with nobody out. Now a runner on third with 2 outs. And Chad Lawrence at the plate will take that one for a ball.
This would be huge here for the Sals and Ryan James to get out of a first and third nobody out situation. With only that 1 run being scored on the triple prior. There it is, called third strike. What a job by James.
Number 3, right on that part of the outside corner, I believe, and that'll be it for the top half of the 8th inning. Sallies only gave up 1 run, could have been a lot worse. They'll look to answer here in the bottom of the 8th. Appo, they lead 4-3.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new...
And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis here on hand for number 1 versus number 4. Appo, we're in extra innings. Pat Appo able to put one on the board in the top of the 8th. They lead 4-3, and now Fleming going to try to close things out here against the Sals in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Chase Fleming on the mound. His brother was the go-ahead triple to give them the 4-3 lead. So the brothers Fleming could really have made their mark on this one.
So it'll be Residlo to get things started for Sallies, and we talked about it in between innings, as here's the pitch from Fleming in there for a strike. Sallies did give up that 1 run, but it could have been a lot worse. They had runners in the corners, nobody out, able to escape with no more damage done. And like you said, they should have some life here coming into the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, they should. I mean, life could have been a lot worse for the Salesianum group. The fact that they're only down 1 right now with the situation that they were in is encouraging for them. Right now, they gotta get on, they gotta get over, and then they gotta get in.
On, over, and in. There you go. Past 3 steps to tying this ball game. Fleming wanted him to chase, did he? And he did not, as they go down to Pollock as our umpire down the first base line, and Mr. Brian Pollock will say no go.
2-2 is the count.
2-2 now for Residlo. The pitch Swung on and got him, strike 3, and a big way to start off this bottom half of the 8th inning for Fleming and the Jaguars.
Yeah, huge way. Right there, Zidlow probably swung at ball 4. But, hey, the umpire's been calling it down low. Zidlow thought he could do something with that pitch. Swung through it.
So that'll bring up number 9, Ben Venema, the second baseman and pitcher. And he'll take that one, I believe, for ball number 1.
Yep.
So here we go, Pat. Bottom of the 8th inning, 4-3 lead for Appo. Appo 1 down, just 2 outs away from rebounding after that tough loss on Tuesday. And trying to give Sallies their first loss of the season. Nice pitch there from Fleming for strike 1. Evens things up at 1-1.
Hey, Fleming, he's settled in, right? He had some jitters when he first came into the game, put 2 runners on, but since then, he's really found his own. He's pumping the ball right now, boy.
You said it. That one gunned in there for strike number 2. Way behind that one was Venema. And Fleming, you can see starting to get a little emotion into his game here. He can see that victory in front of him. He's starting to put a little extra velocity on some of these pitches. Here's the pitch. Wide pitch. Tried to get him with the off speed. That's hitting to shallow right field, and that's going to drop in for a single for Venema. So a great piece of hitting that time by Ben Venema and the Sal's.
Yeah, tremendous effort there by Miller trying to make the play, but he just floated that one in the right spot at the right time. There's step 1 for the Sal's. You got him on, but now with 1 out, you really can't really get him over on a bunt. Maybe they get the wheels in motion. I'm not sure. But right now for the Sal's, it's just about stringing together some good at-bats.
And that'll be Zarnecki. He's been great in the field today.
Nice pitch.
And that'll be in there for strike number 1. On deck is Connor Campbell. So coming into the inning, you were looking at 4, 5, 6 hitters for Salesianum. Fleming going to go back to first.
Good move.
Keep him honest over there.
It's a real nice move. And, the lefties are always hard to steal on. As long as he doesn't break that plane forward, he can bring that leg up. And it's deceptive. There's no doubt about it. It's you're uneasy as a runner.
And blowing that one by him there for a strike. Nice pitch by Fleming.
0-2.
So 0-2, 1 down, tying runner at first. Winning runner at the plate here, 4-3. Appo leads in extras. Bottom of the 8th inning. Number 1 versus number 4. Here's the pitch from Fleming.
Oh, they got him.
He's going to take off, and great job by Fleming to throw to second.
Hits him.
It hit him.
So he's safe.
So how about that, Pat? A great job by Fleming to throw over to first. He caught him in a rundown.
Yeah.
But the throw to second, just a little low and too hard, and hits the runner, and that prevents the out. And now you're looking, you got him on, you got him over.
Exactly. And now, but unfortunately, it's an 0-2 count right now. Zarnecki's got to try and fight back here, keep this thing alive. That was a really good move right there by Fleming. It's a shame that didn't work out for them.
So now he'll check the runner. Tying runner is in scoring position now. Venema at second after he was able to stay alive there and I guess you could say get a stolen base.
Yeah, that was a steal.
When it's said and done.
A steal.
1 down. Runner on second. At the plate. It's fouled back that time to Zarnecki.
Good job there by Zarnecki. I mean, you're in a spot, you're down in the count 0-2. This is what you got to do. You got to scratch and claw your way back into it. With 1 away, runner in scoring position.
So we'll see what Fleming does here. 0-2 the count. Zarnecki trying to stay alive here. Tying runner on second. The pitch. It's hit straight up and out of play. High past that first baseline, out behind the bag. And still staying alive, Pat. Still 0-2.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing what he should, what he needs to do here for the Sal's. Try and fight, scratch and claw his way back into this one. Right now, if you're Fleming, you just gotta keep pounding the strike zone. Trust your stuff.
And that one, I believe, got a piece.
Yes, he did. Fouled it away again.
So Zarnecki is doing everything he can to stay alive back there. He's been looking at a 0-2 count for some time now. Again, that tie runner, Venema, on second. And a 4-3 one-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Appo Jaguars. And the pitch.
Oh, what a pitch.
And he got him. Andrew Rubin
froze him.
Gives him the strikeout on that one. What a pitch by Fleming. And now 2 down, tying runner at second.
I mean, it was a great job by Fleming. It was fastball, and right there, Zarnecki was on all those fastballs. He changed it up on him and froze him.
That first pitch is a little bit high, ball 1 to Connor Campbell, so that's who it falls on now for the Sal's. Tying runner at second, Campbell up 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Appo trying to get a come-from-behind win here as they trail 3-2 in the 5th. And Fleming a little unhappy about that one as he was mid-pitch and Campbell able to step off or step out of the batter's box.
Hey, I mean, Nick, that's a good job by Campbell, right? Trying, it's going to frustrate the pitcher a little bit. Let's see how they respond to it.
Venema still on second. Here's a pitch from Fleming. Just misses a bit outside.
I would have threw the ball anyway, just because I was already in my mood.
So now Fleming will take a step off. And what has been a great game here from Salesianum. 4-3 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch to Campbell. Blows it by him for a strike.
Two-way here, Nick. It's coming down to this. A lot of room out here in left field between the left fielder and the third baseman to bloop one in. Oh, what a pitch.
What a pitch by Fleming. You said it, Pat. In for strike 2. So just like that, I believe we're all evened up 2-2.
Yes, 2-2 is the count. Yep.
Tying run on second, 1-run lead for Appo. Extra innings. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Trying to redeem, or not redeem, just rebound after that loss on Tuesday as your number 1 ranked team and Appo. Here's the pitch. Fleming swung on, hit hard, and that's going to be a single. Let's see if Lorenzo can make a throw to the plate. It's not going to look like it. And Sally's ties things up to the bottom of the 8th. What a piece of hitting that time from Connor Campbell.
Tremendous piece of hitting by Campbell to tie this game up. Right up the middle. Carrier came up firing, but it was a little too far gone by that point. Runner with 2 outs was flying on the crack of the bat. We're all tied up, Nick.
2 down, runner on first now.
Huge 2-out hit.
Yeah, the inning not even over yet for the Sal's. A chance to maybe win this one in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ryan James will step up to the plate with that runner on first base. So
I'm not feeling very photogenic today.
Not today.
It's not working, Nick. How they told me. He said, dude, it's just not working. Oh, they got another pick off again.
We'll see, and it looks like he'll be safe. Campbell able to slide into second base. Another good pickoff attempt by Fleming.
He got smoked with the ball.
And that's the second time the runner's been hit with the baseball on his way to second base after being caught in a rundown.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, as a pitcher there, Fleming has done his job twice where he's got the guy caught, and they're just unable to get the tag applied. Ball hit him right in the shin or the calf. He's cramped up from it. But how about this? Sally's has themselves in a spot where a runner is once again. This one, the winning run, is now in scoring position.
It looked dim and damper just a few moments ago for Salesianum in this one. But that all changed as Connor Campbell, with a hard single up the middle to center, scored a run. And just like that, we're knotted up at 4. And not to mention Campbell reaching second. Now he's in scoring position after the failed rundown from Appo that time. But you mentioned Fleming's done a great job with those pickoff attempts, the lefty on the mound. And unfortunately for Appo, his defense unable to help him out.
It's been a rough spot for them for sure. Now with a hobbled Campbell at second base, it'll be interesting to see what happens here on any kind of hit. Right now, James is at the plate, and he's got a chance to win this one. Right, he got the job done on the mound, limited the damage. That 1 run, I mean, limiting them to only 1 run has been a difference in this one. You think about what could have happened at the top half of this inning, and 1 or 2 more insurance runs that Appo could have got. The failed hit and run, the double up there, and then the strikeout to end it. I mean, this young man at the plate right now, Ryan James, is the reason why this game is tied. Limited the damage.
I mean, you talked about it. We led the top of the inning, or top of this half of the inning with that. Is if you're Sally's, we talked about coming into this bottom 8th, you're excited about what you just did defensively, holding them to 1 run. And what do you know? Just like that, they tie it up, and now they've got the momentum. James takes that one a bit outside for ball number 1. And now you see Campbell on second, and 2 interesting rundown attempts for Appoquinimink resulted in 2 stolen bases, and that led to the tying run.
All facets of the game, pitching, hitting, and defense, they all come into play. Ooh.
Fleming just missing again there, so James quickly up ahead in the count, 2-0. Again, if you're just joining us, what a great one we've had. 8th inning, and we are all tied up again, this time at 4. Sally's, they're not finished yet. Runner in scoring position. 2 down for James. Now Fleming will take a breather.
He steps off, keeping that runner Campbell honest at second base. With 2 outs, you can't afford to have him get the 3rd. And step off again.
And that one in there for a strike. So nice pitch by Fleming. 2-2.
2-2. I'm sorry, 2-1. 2-1.
So 2-1 now as they'll check Campbell at second. Here's the pitch. James took it inside. So 3-1 now for James, and we'll see what he does here. Got to give him the green light.
3-1, you got to look for a pitch to hit here.
Campbell will take his lead off second.
More than likely a fastball.
Fleming again thought about it.
Fleming right now, I mean, all he's doing is trying to make that batter impatient. This is gamesmanship. You can see no one was there covering second base. But it keeps the batter on edge at the plate. And there's time. Now it's a little game.
A little mind game going
exactly. And that right there, the batter calls time. He acknowledges what the pitcher's trying to do. I love that.
Here's Sally's telling Connor Campbell to be aggressive on the base path here as he takes his lead from second. The pitch from Fleming.
Ball 4.
Just misses a bit high, and now runners on first and second. Good piece of hitting that time by James. He draws the walk. And now runners on first and second. 2 down here, bottom of the 8th inning, and I believe Swift
got it, yeah. 9-hole hitter here. He hit the ball hard the last time up. It was just directly at Pryor. Got a chance here to put the Sows ahead. One thing to keep in mind is that sun is continuing to go down. There are no lights here at Salesianum. So this is a big spot for multiple reasons. Not only for the game, but just with Mother Nature here.
That's a good point.
Do they start another half inning? I don't know how much longer that sun's going to be up. We may have another 30 minutes, maybe.
And we can tell you the temperature is dropping.
It is. The chill's starting to get to me and Jay, for sure.
As that pitch, I believe, is in there for strike number 1. And, you know, Fleming's been pretty impressive on the mound. And just a few, again, misplays on the ball defensively. Just a few bad plays. And now here's a pitch. It's half swung, driven in, and that's going to be caught by I believe.
Yeah, that was Deakins
who checked in the game. And, Pat, that is a very underrated catch, as that was a tough one, but he makes it, and they're able to get out of the inning.
That was big. I mean, Deakins was the guy that made a couple of those throws on the pickoff attempts that ended up being unsuccessful. He makes up for it right there with a big-time catch to send this one into the 9th inning.
Could have been the game winner, but what a catch out there by Deakins at first. We'll take a short break. When we come back, 9 innings here at Salesianum.
Painting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of
We've got 9 innings of baseball right here on Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison, Trini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell. We got the whole crowd here now. Pat, Nick, Mike Lang, everybody hanging out here on a chilly, windy day. Which started out as a phenomenal day, but it's a great day for baseball nonetheless. And Pat, we're in extra innings, 4-4. Both teams put up a run in the 8th. We're already in extras, and now here we are in the 9th.
Yeah, we're here in the 9th, and that sun, we may have another 30 minutes of sunlight just to refresh everybody at home on the rules. So we're starting the 9th inning here. Let's say this top half of the inning, as that one goes in there for a strike to the leadoff hitter Miller. Let's say we get into the top. This top half of the inning takes a while. We get into the bottom of the inning, and that sun, they deem it's unplayable. Well, since you didn't finish both halves of the inning, we would start at a later date. And look at that, Miller leading off with a single. That's pretty good there. You can't start an inning and not finish it, so to speak. So say we get through this top half of the inning. It takes a while. The sun's still up. This top half of the inning gets wiped. And this game either ends in a tie or a postponement until they decide to finish it off at a later date.
And
so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and you just talked about it. Colby Niggerberger now on first base, Pat. Nobody out.
You're right.
Does it typically benefit you to score now with the sun being in play early?
Does it play with the sun? I mean,
if Colby were to score, your Apple gets a 1-run lead and it gets dark, then they'd have to replay the entire inning, right? Would the run count?
Yeah, and the run would not count.
See, very interesting here.
Run would not count.
At Salesianum, so a lot going on with the sun. And I remember those days back at St. Mark's before we had lights, at least on the football field. So now, I believe another pinch hitter, as Colby was able to get on. And
this is Dinkins.
Oh, so this is Deakins. It'll be his first at bat. The first baseman, I believe.
So he is hitting in the 7 hole.
So Colby Niggerberger, he's on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. A lot can happen here still in this one. A lot of different scenarios. As the pitch from James.
Oh, nice
it's
bunt.
A nice bunt. That'll advance the runner. Fielder's choice. And he's going to take off for third.
Nobody's
on the bag. And now he's going to head home. Colby Niggerberger showing off the base running there. The errant throw over the third baseman's head. And that's going to put Appo back in front 5-4.
That is small ball right there. Man, that is small ball. Sack, bunt, run scores on the error. That's just tremendous job right there. Great execution by Appo and a lack of execution by the Sals, which is not something we're used to seeing from them.
And now, Pat, what we literally were just talking about could come into play. So Appo now has a 1-run lead. That sun continues to go down. It's now directly in our faces. As a new batter will be Chase Fleming for Appoquinimink, but they have taken the lead 5-4.
Well, yeah. Well, what you potentially see here is Salesianum start to stall. Right? They're down 1. It's going to come into play. I know nobody at home is going to like that, but this could come into play. If they don't think that they could finish the bottom half of this inning, they could get a complete restart or a tie instead of a loss. That plays into it.
We talked about the scenarios. That would be a crazy one, but something that's very much possible here on this Thursday evening. So on the mound, it's again the lefty Ryan James. And now he's pitching to Fleming, but Appo's still battling with that one run lead here.
Yeah, it begs the question too. Does Coach Torres tell those guys swing early, be aggressive, so we can get into the dugout
I'm telling
and
you.
get 3 outs here?
Very interesting. Lots coming into play here, especially for both of these coaches. That one swung on, drilled high into center field. Under it is Lang, and he makes the easy catch. So that's out number 2.
Now Pryor comes to the plate.
So with the way it's kind of going right now, it seems like maybe you could get it in with the Sun. But again,
just for reference, the bottom half of the 9th inning, we'll see the top of the Salesianum order come to the plate.
That one just misses the first pitch from James to Pryor for ball number 1. Yeah, approaching. First pitch was right at 4 o'clock here. As soon as that clock hit 4, they started. Great efficiency here at Salesianum, and now we're all the way 3 hours later. Extra innings, a fantastic baseball game, again, with 2 top 4 teams, and still very much anybody's ball game here.
Mm-hmm.
Pryor going to swing this one high and foul off of the first baseline. And you mentioned it, 1-run lead, 5-4 for Appo, but that top of the order coming up here in the bottom of the 9th inning for Salesianum. And here's the pitch from James, up high for a ball.
2-2.
And again, it is getting a little chilly. You see the fans starting to bundle up here at Salesianum.
Oh,
maybe even the players, when they first started, they were sweating a little bit. They ain't sweating anymore. As that ball is fouled, once again, back this one behind the plate. So, Pryor in the batter's box, 5-4 lead for Appo. And here's the pitch from James.
Down low.
Down low for a ball.
It is a legitimate situation we got here, Nick. That sun is creeping down.
I could say no game that I've done I've ever had to experience that
Called
before.
third strike.
And that is strike number 3. So we are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's looking that way. Appo regains the lead, the top half of the 9th. They lead 5-4. Top of the order coming up for Salesianum.
Months or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready.
Welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. A great one here at Salesianum. I'm Nick Alessandrini, Pat Garianis, Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, Nick Halliday, whole crew on tabs here for extra inning baseball. We are on to the bottom of the 9th inning. Back and forth we've went, and now Appo looking at a 1-run, 5-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The sun could be a factor. We'll have to wait and see, Pat. And top of the order for Salesianum.
There was a quick top half of the first, which definitely helps for the case of a final here. But let's see what happens, man. First pitch down in the dirt for a ball, so let's see what occurs here.
And you look who's up to bat, and it's been the very successful senior, Brian Lang. He is a
1 for 4 with the 3-run bomb.
Yeah, he's been the playmaker for Sally's at the plate today as he fouls that one back up and behind the plate. So Appo, Pat, 1-run lead, 3 outs, and they get the victory here. But that was also the case in the 8th inning.
Exactly, it was. And the Sals were able to wreak some havoc on the base paths and get a timely 2-out single.
And Pat, your 3 steps to tie in this ball game?
Get them on, get them over, and get them in.
Exactly. It worked last time. It worked just like that for Sally's last time around. We'll see if they can mimic that success here in the bottom of the 9th, and I'm sure they would rather have nobody up than Lang, who's up now as that ball skids in the dirt for a ball.
He's done a good job. You know, he was very aggressive early in this game. It's now 3-1. He's staying patient here, trying to get on base. I mean, that's the first step here.
Absolutely. On, over, and in. As Fleming, the lefty, still on the mound for Appoquinimink. 3-1 the count to Lang, excuse me. And the pitch. Swung on. Nice hit from Lang into left field, and that's another hit as he has an easy single, and he's been making great contact all evening.
2 for 5, batting .400.
And now, Pat, a runner on. Nobody out, and the sun is lowering.
Valentine at the plate. Let's see what they do. Maybe this is a good opportunity here with no outs for a bunt. Get him over to second base. Maybe you get Lang moving on the run.
So now lefty to lefty. Fleming pitching to Valentine. He'll show bunt.
He gets
it down. That's a nice one. Going to have to throw him out at first. And they don't. It skips and moves to right field. They're going to send Lang around third. That's going to tie the ball game. And now, standing at second base all alone is Brody Valentine. And now the winning run stands at second with nobody out. And Sally's, they seem to be trailing after a run heading into the bottom of these innings. It doesn't faze them at all. They answer really quick.
Yeah, that's unreal. Great execution on the bunt. It looked like it may have hopped foul, but Appo decided to take it. Ball was in the dirt. They couldn't dig it out. How about that, man? Oh, man, this game just doesn't want to end, Nick.
It is a crazy
But now it's important
game
for Sally's. So we talked about Sally's potentially trying to stall. Well, now Sally's needs to try and hurry up, right? Hurry up and get this run home.
And now the question remains.
And this is the guy you want in. This is the guy you want up the plate.
Here he is, Dunyan. He's been great in the field and the box. And here's the pitch from Fleming. Winning run on second. That one just missing for ball number 1. So nobody out. Game-winning run on second. That's Valentine, the starter in this ball game. And Dunyan at the plate. And again, I'll ask you, Pat, what do you do in this situation? Do you intentionally walk Dunyan, put him on, or do you pitch to him here?
Maybe get the double play and set up. I mean, Dunyan has hit the ball hard every time he's been at the plate, with the exception of the last time where you were able to strike him out. He's a dangerous batter. He set the double play up, set the force out at any base up. They're going to elect to pitch to him.
And that's a strike. And, you always go back and, Pat, 2 runners on first that Fleming had picked off initially were able to slide into second on misplays in the field, and that's led to those Sally's tying runs. And now here they are with a chance to take the lead and win this ball game in 9 innings. Dunyan at the plate, game-winning run on second. That one's low in the dirt.
Hit him? No, just down low. Shadows are all gone now as the sun has lowered.
It's been a good one. Yeah, no sun anymore here at Salesianum.
There's
pitch,
the bunt.
Another bunt. We'll see if they let this one roll foul.
It's fair, and everyone's safe. No one was covering first. Execution coming down here in the extras, Nick.
So now you got runners on the corners, nobody out, so a double play won't do you any good here. As number 15, Brody Valentine, sits on third base.
Infield comes in, and now it's there's a lot of opportunities here.
Well, Pat,
for
now
Residlo
it'll be
and the Sows.
Residlo, like you just mentioned, and runners on the corners. Game-winning run at third. We're tied at 5. He's going to take off and get safely into second.
Runners difference right there, so no steal, but yeah.
And that's what they decide to do. So they're going to put Residlo on, as Jay mentioned. And now bases
Force
are
at any
loaded.
base.
nobody out, and that brings up Ben Venema, and he had a huge hit, I believe a few innings ago, where he was the one that the tying run. He scored the tying run, I believe.
He scored the tying run. Yes, he did.
So now here he is, Pat. Bases juiced, nobody out. We'll see how Appo can get out of this one, or if they can. Tied at 5. Here's the pitch from Fleming, swung on, and you get strike here on the first pitch.
This is a big spot right here. Venema's pretty much just got to put this thing in play. I mean, anything other than a sharp ground ball right at one of the infielders should do it for them. Or a pop-up in the infield. Those are the two things, or, there it is.
Long, that's deep. Lorenzo's going to have to run, and that's going to be the ball game anyway, as he's going to tag up his Valentine from third, and that will do it. Sallies, they walk off in 9 innings on the sac fly that time. And that'll do it. 6-5 victory for Salesianum as the sun is coming down.
Tremendous. What a game. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that as the Sows pile on to Venema, who gets the game-winning sac fly. What a contest. We expected it to be this way, Nick, and it lived up to it.
Ben Venema did a good job on the mound when he was inserted, scoring the game-tying run in the 8th, and gets the sac fly, scores the winning run, or gets the winning run across the plate in the 9th inning. Brody Valentine, Lang started things off for Salesianum here in the 9th. Valentine answered, and pretty much the entire lineup answered the bell. We talked about it being the top of the order. Well, they did their thing, and they get the victory in 9 innings here, Pat.
Yeah, the 9th inning was riddled with questionable, defensive execution by both teams. 1 run for Appo. Sally's just one-upped them. They were able to score 2 runs on the mishaps there by Appo in the field, and what a contest, man. I mean, these two teams, 1 run is the difference, and that's what we really expected.
Appoquinimink back-to-back losses for the first time since I can remember, at least in the last couple of years, as they took a loss on Tuesday to Concord. They take a tough loss here to Sally's on Thursday, but a team still with high title aspirations. Salesianum, they moved to undefeated on the season, 3-0, and maybe moving up from that 4th spot in our top 10.
Yeah, it's a good win. Good statement win for the Sows. Staying undefeated on the year and squeaking out a victory despite really kind of shooting themselves in the foot a few times. To be able to get a win, I mean, this is a good character victory for them.
And that'll do it for us. Sally's gets the win. It took extras 5-4 in 9 innings. Again, Ben Venema with the game-winning sac fly to get things done for the Sows. Sows 3-0, Appo 2-2. That'll do it for us here at Delaware Live Sports. For Dick Allison, Trini Pat Garianis, Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, and Nick Halliday. We'll see you next time right here on Delaware Live.